get started. Who would like to start us off with a recap?
Not.
Recap?
I can.
What happened last time?
I can do that. I got my notes, which I learned how to do indefinitely
In a cult.
in a established, nationally recognized program.
Recognized cult. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna murder. Okay, so
Very cult.
Yeah, see, that's a very
an
cult-like thing to
I
say.
know, honestly. Wow.
Fascinating.
it is a wonderful program. Aubrey Plaza was in it. Notable people have been in it. It's wonderful. 4-H.
Notable people have been within cults.
One day, Chris. Okay, so we wake up and we talk about our dreams. Because we all had not the same dream, but we all had the kind of like, it's this weird mix of a memory, but also like a dream. And inside of it, there was this girl that we all had. So we wake up and we're like, that's strange. And we decide to, God, I swear to God, my brain's going to work today.
Same.
We
Anybody
decide
wanna
to make
help
some
her
plans. No, I got it. We make some plans. We make some plans on
Work
what our
together.
next steps are. So that, which I put in the chat, it's basically we get out of the forest, head to White Cliff, go fishing, go to Oakendale, see what we can do from there. Doll has a lore dump. I have here. We find the Dreamcatcher outside, and we decide or come to the conclusion that it's not a negative thing. It's either a neutral or positive thing because it's supposed to protect from bad dreams or bad spirits in dreams, or general Dreamcatcher lore. And we have a day's travel. I have here wild shape antics. And decide to set up shop, find a good place for the Dreamcatcher. And in inspecting the Dreamcatcher, we see that it is very intricately made, and that probably small hands would have made that because it is so detailed. We also try to do some scrying, and all scries on Doll's mom, and it doesn't work. She passed her save, or made her save. Tries to scry on Evelyn, and she has defenses against that. We try to scry on Yael, and she also saves, so it was a total bust. Jesse and Anal bond. So during Anal's shift, he gets this strange vibe, similar to the one that Sybil had gotten earlier. A feeling of being watched, but just like a pure feeling. So Anal snaps out some dire wolves, and they are also getting freaked out. So he heads over to the road, which is a little hard to see because it is snowing very heavily, or it had been in the previous day. So we've been worried about accidentally going north. And he sees this girl, looking like the one in the dreams, standing further down the path and on top of the snow. She's not sinking down into it, so that's strange. They have a moment where they sort of inch closer together, mimicking each other, or she mimics Anal. And she eventually beckons him closer. One of my notes here is when God keeps hinting that you should not touch her, with a bunch of smiley faces. Then I hear ahaha D&D whisper room for Anal. Anal is gone. Ahaha. Jessie had been kind of frozen in this sort of stupor. She did not see anything. And when we wake up, Anal is gone, obviously, and his tracks are going to the path, going forward, and then just turning north. So Doll takes off after him. The rest of the team do. I think Lucius polymorphed into an owl, right? And we come upon this sort of city or town built into the trees, some of them just entirely made of plants. And we come up to this large pavilion that's super tall, like 3 stories tall, and all tracks lead up and inside. And once we reach that, Anal comes out and he's trying to get us to come in, and he won't come out. So that's a little strange, but we decide to follow him in. And inside, there are these like human-sized cocoons. And when like taking a closer look in them, they have these strange elves who have it was blonde hair or like very yellow hair and very bronze skin, similar to one of our elves in our party. And we kind of look around, and I have here sun elves versus maybe like moon elves or star elves, similar to the ones that Doll grew up with. And behind us, someone clears their throat, and we turn around, and it's the girl. And she looks similar to those elves, but she's faintly glowing, and she speaks to us, and that's where we ended.
Anything to add from the rest of the party?
Well, the way that Sybil sees this is, and all fucking went into the fucking north part of the forest, and then fucking fed us to weird elves, and I'm just like, this isn't, no, because like,
Wow.
Sybil's a little tanner than like your typical high elf, but like she knows some elves that look like these guys. She's like, what the fuck's going on? And now I'm like, Doll, do you know elves that look like these people? Like at the society, at the cult, were they this color?
Are you starting this conversation in front of the little girl?
Oh yeah, like are we?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just turned to Doll, all right?
No one here looked like that. Hold that thought though, Sybil. Who are you?
Me?
Looking at the girl. Yes.
Well, I'm less of a me and more of a we.
What?
I don't really have a name, nor have I needed one, but I suppose I'm kind of everyone here.
Do you know a tall, buff, bald guy who wears kind of similar cloaks to me?
We don't know this.
All right. Well, is there something we can call you just to help ease conversation, or maybe who your people are called?
Well, the people you see around you are the Mire Meek.
Pardon, can you spell that real quick?
It's Elvish for sun-kissed.
So I would know that. Doll, it means sun-kissed in common.
I can speak Elvish. I'm
Oh,
bilingual.
You're Sybil would have still said that.
I suppose an apt description of me would be Lore, which is dream in Elvish.
Let's see, so, I can assume that you were the same ones that maybe gave us those dreams that we had the previous night?
We are.
Okay, and, sorry, this is very strange. What happened to these people? Why are they
Sorry,
in
if you gave
cocoons?
us the dreams, then you would know the man that I saw in my dream.
We were looking for you, not for anything in particular. The dreams you had are just the ones that were closest to a piece of you that we were looking for.
And what piece was that?
Intent.
What do you mean by intent?
Well, it goes without saying, and she looks around, and you see pretty much the whole area. Doesn't seem that it's been touched in a very long time. This is the first time we have allowed visitors. But we believe that your goals and our eventual awakening are one and the same.
Are the rest of you asleep or under some kind of spell that doesn't allow you to be here?
We are asleep, so that we may stay.
If you wake up, you're gonna be dispelled by the compulsion, except Doll, I still think that Lori's trying to get us into a cult.
So, how many others were put to sleep in order to stay? Do you know of anyone else that's done this?
You mean other than the ones you see here?
Yeah. I'm saying we may have met some other people under a same sort of condition, and we're just wondering if you know of others who've tried this trick.
We don't know this.
I see. How long have you been like this?
Since the beginning.
How long ago was that? We've never been able to pinpoint when it happened.
Is it anywhere in the ballpark of 112 years ago?
I believe that many suns and moons have come across our path.
Tracks.
Is everyone here you? Like, do you guys share consciousness?
We aren't awake. I suppose I am conscious, but I gain my consciousness from their unconsciousness.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh, so when
Are you the only one in the north side of the woods? Or are there other people that are conscious because others are unconscious walking around?
We
Are there
are
other-
here, and only I walk the forest.
are you the Watcher?
Hmm?
Okay.
I think she means to say, are you, when people come through here, you're the one who kind of is their minder, make sure they stay on the side they're supposed to stay on?
Unfortunately, I have had to prevent some people from entering the woods.
Okay. And I know we're sort of bombarding you with a lot of questions. We're just very confused. We've never heard about anyone in this side of the forest. How far is your territory?
I can move about any portion of the northern forest.
That's considerable.
But
Is that
no further.
instantaneous? Or, like, do you got travel time worked in there?
So as you say that, you kind of blink and she appears kind of sitting on a second pod up tight, kind of up high, and she just says, "Space does not matter for us. We are
That's
here."
super neat.
Okay, so
Do you want to get rid of the compulsion so that everybody else can wake up and you can walk about?
That was the intended eventual step, yes.
Is that going to make you disappear because you're only conscious because of their unconsciousness?
Yes.
Okay, and you're cool with that?
My intended purpose is to protect the forest as long as it needs protecting.
Okay.
When we wake up, they will not need me.
Got a good head on your shoulders.
This is quite a lot to take in. Yeah.
You have any thoughts on how to spell the compulsion?
We do not know this.
I assume this is probably as confusing for you as it is for us. We're on the same page. Like, you know what we call it the compulsion, or what am I trying to say here? This is a lot to take in. I have.
Thanks for letting us on the north side of the forest.
Yeah, thanks
by
for
the
not
way.
killing us.
Very kind.
Do you know of the compulsion? Like, you know that. Do you know what it's made of? Do you know what's causing the compulsion?
You mean what is forcing us to sleep?
Yes.
It's magic.
That clears it up.
Right. But do you know the magic they used? Because we found out some things about this magic, and we were wondering if you also knew the nature of which it came from.
The only thing that it could be is high magic.
Magic. Has Doll heard of high magic before?
I'd say you've heard of the concept of it, which kind of transcends the tiered magic that you're aware of, and it's more of the actual kind of manipulation of the weaves or the ley lines of magic.
Maybe let's take a step back. You all have been sleeping for a little over a century, but before that, what happened? Did you expect this to happen? Did it suddenly happen, or did someone force you to do it? I mean, obviously the compulsion is force you to stay asleep, but
We had been here as we had always been. Outside did not matter to us. But unfortunately, outside became part of our inside. Unless we wait.
I see.
So, can you help us dispel this compulsion? You know of this high magic. Do you know what it takes to dispel such a thing?
Unfortunately, no. But it tends to require a sacrifice to get started. Of some sort.
Right.
A large sacrifice? Like, size of a city?
I think we know what
Generally.
they were going for there.
Well, thank you for letting us know that you exist. We are trying to get rid of the compulsion. Please don't tell anybody about this. And I think we can go now. Because we have things to do.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I'm a little more
nice
curious
pull
about
you got
the...
here.
Took us here. I don't get it.
Group huddle real quick.
Lori,
We do a little
Lori,
group
you have-
huddle.
Is
I'm
there
calling
a
for the
reason
group
that you
huddle.
took us over
Lori, give us
You
1
can't
second.
help
just like turning around, like, no, what the?
Okay. I don't know why I'm here either. Okay, everyone needs to just like calm down. I'm just.
You did it with Quentin, and now you're driving us off course, getting us into
I
dangerous
see how it is. I see how it is.
Go in and separate them again.
What? Why? Why? Why?
All right. Separate. Okay. No.
Trust levels in this team.
Kindly,
Higher every day.
respectfully. What the fuck? What happened? We woke up and you were gone.
Okay, yeah. And I was also a little spooked. Eventually, okay. I was up, doing my shift, doing my
You're
thing.
really bad at keeping watch
Okay,
and all.
Okay. Does anyone want to hear the story, or do we want to just keep badgering and all about what he did wrong?
I wonder how that feels like. I wonder how that feels like. Everybody ganging up on you.
Doll, you feel as opposed to hear something right behind you, and she says, "I led him here."
Thank you.
Okay.
Anyway,
Lori,
they
you are an innocent bystander in this discussion.
innocent bystander.
And while we
This is not
understand
home.
you needed some reassurance that there were indeed people working on this issue that you personally deal with, we need to speak with our friend Anal alone because he has not been on the best of paths recently. And although we do not blame you for anything,
Wow.
we are not on happy terms.
Not blaming.
I think she's using the term "we" liberally, but
Unfortunately, no matter where we go, we can hear you.
yes, it's
That is fine. Pretend like you cannot.
So and all just to backtrack. On your watch, saw a little girl in the forest. You followed her, went to the north, and then what?
And then I was here.
So
You were
Lore
here.
kind of appears next to Anal and says, "Technically, we were on the road."
Okay,
Right.
Lorelei.
Lore.
Okay, so you wanted to show us this place, to kind of show us that we have similar goals in mind. But why dreams?
Why not dreams? Dreams are powerful.
Okay.
Okay.
And all, when you met Lorraine, was she on the southern? Can you go to the southern half of the forest, or only? And you have to stay within the
I can
road
only
in the
go
north.
as far as the road.
Okay.
That's your
Oh, so a place where we are not supposed to go.
Okay, so I think we're all just wondering the same thing. Why did you call us here?
Because there is some urgency. Sleeping for a long period of time can be dangerous. You are
Well-
the first that we've seen enter the tower, which has been built a long time ago. But we know that the presence of a ley line sits there.
And that tower, is it interrupting that ley line?
Not so much interrupting, but pulling into.
Going into, like, absorbing it.
Yes.
Tapping into? Oh,
Okay.
fucking.
So, because our working theory is those towers are what is either powering or anchoring this force, keeping you asleep and keeping us in. Because you didn't go out of the forest, so I don't know if you're aware, but everyone outside this forest can't leave the country. Which you probably don't know even exists, but
There's
those
a larger
towers-
forest without trees outside the forest, and they can't leave that forest.
So, and though that tower, was it constructed when this happened?
Not long before.
Let's see. Okay. All right. And when it did happen, and when it was constructed, do you have any idea of why, other than absorbing that ley line? Like, is it directly connected to that compulsion?
We don't know this.
Gotcha.
Can the tower be destroyed?
Most things can be destroyed.
True. Do you know what can destroy the tower?
I cannot get too close to it.
Okay. All right. And
You didn't leave the Dreamcatcher outside the entrance to the tower?
I had friends do it for me.
gotcha.
Oh.
So that was you. Okay.
Who were the friends? Were they creatures of the forest? Were they travelers passing through?
No. It was Sheila the deer. Or at least that's what I call her.
Huh. All right.
And Sybil is just like so annoyed at this whole thing. But when you said Sheila the deer, she just like cracks a smile. Yeah.
And not to continue this interrogation of you, I hope that's not what it's coming off as, but your people, the Miramique, they all wanted to be like this? None of them resisted?
We have had few people leave us in our time. But the rest that stayed here wanted to stay even through this compulsion, you call it. So they chose to sleep.
I see. Okay. Alright, so no one hears against their will.
I do not think so.
Good. Yeah.
Perhaps maybe you.
Well, we're getting there.
So, you can enter our dreams. You read minds?
No.
Okay.
Doll, so you don't know about these people, right? There's no history books that talked about these folks.
Does Doll remember like any mention of anyone other than the Silmanon?
You know of records of other kind of elves, but not of this kind in particular.
Not at all. I thought it was just us. I mean, there's drow and like the wood elves and stuff outside, but as for the forest, I thought it was just us.
So, Lorray. So is it possible one of y'all broke off at a certain point and then founded a monastery in the mountains?
We are not sure. There have been people who have left.
Sal's got their journal and is like looking between Sybil and then taking a look at Lorray. And then Sybil?
Perhaps one of us knows. But pulling too specific of information could risk waking people up.
And she is like bronzy skin and whatnot.
Yes. And of the people that you have seen, they look strikingly similar.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna start walking around this place.
wait,
Okay.
I grab an all. I'm like, I'm bringing back in. So, although, as you all can see, I am very much not happy about this excursion. We know we have an ally in the forest now, but shouldn't we just get on our way?
I mean, if they have knowledge on what happened before,
Well, it doesn't
That's-
seem like they're willing to share because they're just gonna wake themselves up.
yeah, speaking on that, what are y'all planning to do once you do wake up?
As the question is asked, I try to move away to look at the area.
We don't know this.
Alright. Alright.
No, you are everywhere in the forest, but can you take us with you?
In a way.
Okay, I'll take it. That works.
Can you bring people here?
No, they can't leave the forest.
Well, to here, right here.
I can shorten the path.
Are you familiar with a human woman coming into your territory farther north? Considerably farther north?
We don't know this.
Okay. Okay.
Humans that enter the forest mustn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, humans suck. Sorry, doll.
Anyway, we're gonna gloss over that one. Okay. Okay. So, are
I'm
you
gonna roll investigation.
and are you familiar with any other elves in this forest? Besides you, I know we asked you if there's other people, but
We are all here. Outside of here, there's no one else.
gotcha. Okay.
What are
Huh.
you investigating?
16 to. I'm one investigating if there. I don't know if this is gonna be easier to see. Just is there another floor to this building?
No, it is just high kind of branches of people in different pods, just like kind of spiraling upwards.
Okay. And then as well as any significantly larger pods or uniquely colored ones.
They all appear to be relatively the same size, shape, and color.
Are there any entrances or any other entrances to this?
It takes a while to actually roam around the room, but you do find other entrances on the sides.
Okay.
Just like a big warehouse of.
Okay. I do
The
want
Matrix.
to. I kind of want to feel the. There's like trees, right, in these places, like these. It's like built.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I kind of want to investigate like the tree itself. I was gonna do a nature check after.
Okay.
23.
So, looking and like kind of feeling the tree, it seems to be a modified oak. And it's because oak's branches don't tend to grow like this, nor grow leaves this large. And it definitely seems to have been heavily imbued with magic.
Does this look like a place of worship?
No. Looks like a
bunkhouse.
place of function.
Function.
So, Lorraine, do you feel like you can help us? Like, what was your goal in... Were you just trying to introduce yourself?
We wanted to help in any way that we could.
Okay.
I cannot
Well, you
offer
definitely
much
could do that.
outside of this forest. However, I can shorten your path.
I like the sound of that.
Me too.
We want to
Anything to get out of
go
here.
into Whitecliff and go straight to Oakendale? Because that's right on the edge.
I
We were going
can
to pass by the lake.
shorten your path.
If we were to leave the forest and come back, would we be welcome?
As long as your goal remains the same and humans do not follow you.
That's fine by us. We just
That sounds like a...
Humans.
Backtracking.
Now we don't
to-
get any humans with us. And I look around.
Yeah, humans.
We
suck.
don't.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Interesting.
We're
We
the
don't.
bad guys. We turned into the bad guys.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna backtracking
Why
onto
do you
high magic.
perceive this as bad?
Yeah, Sybil. They're trying to help.
Mm. Everything feels weird. I don't like it.
I mean, we're all trying to bring down this thing so we can leave and things can go not back to the way they were, but at least loosen the grip of the royal family. But backtracking to high magic, were any of you and practitioners of high magic?
Of course. Others
Word.
learned it from us.
And
Dog, did anyone... Can you describe what it looks like?
Hmm. Perhaps like sowing moonlight?
Thinking back, look on the other people in the society, does that ring a bell? Or like retroactively can Doll recognize that?
I would say that your awareness of high magic exists, but as to what it looks like and how it is done, and if you'd ever seen anything like it, I would say probably not.
Okay.
Does that ring a bell for Sybil? Because I feel like it does.
Can you say why?
And just like the vision of being with the monk in the cave, because there was an opening to the moon, like we saw out while we were together. It just really feels like it's ringing those bells.
I would say that something similar has been said to you in your teachings in in relation to how to utilize ki.
Is there a way that you can teach me high magic? Is that too forward?
We don't know this.
You don't know. You don't. Is there any books left from your village or your town or city here that can help?
Perhaps. But we don't know this.
So, dispelling high magic, you said it was a sacrifice. Where we're not talking like a blood sacrifice or nothing. We're talking about. What are we talking about there?
To end high magic is not necessarily a sacrifice, although there may be a cost. However, I do not know the specifics.
Gotcha.
Casting it requires a sacrifice?
Yes.
So, what did you guys use as a sacrifice when you would do high magic? When you taught others how to do it?
We don't know this.
Let's see. Is it sort of...
You have to think about it's the fact that this thing can only know like general facts. It can't pull specific facts in the risk of waking up what it is made of.
Yeah.
Well, that's not fishy. But I think I'm with Sybil on this one and saying that we got everything we can.
Well, I'd like to take a look around if that's okay.
You may move around this building.
But not the
Are there
others?
other buildings?
It's a city, so yes.
I just,
there a
the more I can learn
library?
about high magic, the...
All filled with you?
I am everywhere.
Okay. Lori, why don't we take a seat right quick? And I take Lori's hands, and I think the rest of them are gonna look around. I would like to meditate with you, please, because I need to clear my head, and you are making no sense whatsoever. So I would like to clear your head too.
If you say so.
Okay.
And as she goes to sit on the ground, she doesn't actually make contact with the floor.
Yeah, and Sybil's a little bit jealous about that.
I'll play some meditative music.
Strumming with a bit of meditative music. Doll, you find Anal kind of wandering around between these trees, and you realize that this huge kind of like domed circular pavilion has several doors along the outside. But other than that, there's not much else other than these pods and these trees inside this giant room.
Like, no, like they're looking, aside from like trying to draw what is they're seeing and like describing it in their journal, there's no like hieroglyphics or language or nothing. Shit. What did you find out? Anything?
These trees are magical. And I just got patting it.
Can I do an Eldritch Sight on these trees? See what type of magic? If it's high magic.
If you want to.
I'd love to.
Ooh,
Anything.
I'm not even gonna.
Your eyes
Okay.
It's
explode.
gonna definitely blind here and all.
It is
If I knock myself over, I'm gonna blind myself.
unbelievably blinding.
Ow! I should have expected that. I don't know. Okay. All right. Very magical.
Good.
Oh no, keep going.
Oh, I just wanted to see if there were leaves on these trees.
The leaves are what the people are like kind of laying in. Just super enlarged leaves.
Right.
And like as you turn off Eldritch Sight, Doll, like you're blinking like you've looked into the sun, but like 10
Ugh.
times worse.
You know what's that thing where people with lighter eyes are like really sensitive? Yellow eyes do not help in this situation.
So magic.
Very. Blindingly so. Overwhelmingly so. I wish I could learn it.
So I'm sitting with Lori and Lucius. And Lucius, I'm going to meditate for a little bit, but like sort of meditate the way that I sleep meditate. I'm gonna we're just gonna clear our mind for 15 minutes. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Mostly convincing myself, but also letting Lucius know to not bother me.
Don't worry, I'll do some calming yodeling.
It'll be but I kind of
Stop
want
the bagpipes.
Just echoes.
Quite
Wake
the
up
combination
everybody.
of music and cultures.
I've fallen asleep to worse. I've fallen asleep to worse Lucius playing before.
So when you
Ouch.
slip into the trance-like sleep, what do you see?
So I actually just see myself sitting where we are,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of hazy.
Mm-hmm.
And like I see the outline of Lori and Lorraine, and I see the outline of Lucius, and the music that's coming off of Lucius is sort of like pulsing,
Mm-hmm.
and my breathing is pulsing too, and I'm thinking and focusing on any energy that's coming out of Lorraine. And I assume it's like sort of all around me, but also I kind of want to focus in on specifically their connection with the rest of it, because since I'm sort of in like a dream like trance, I figured I'd have an easier time understanding her train of thought and her feelings, because I was really just not getting her.
So I'd say
Yes.
as you kind of see Lorraine in your dream, she is unbelievably sharp in comparison and contrast to everything else, almost sharper than you are.
Mm-hmm.
And as you sleep, you do feel almost these thousands of consciousnesses kind of just lightly pressing on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, you see almost like this indescribable kind of like coning pull from all of these different trees and everything into Lorraine.
I want to see if there's any like strand of her consciousness that feels familiar.
Feels familiar in what way?
That it would trigger like a memory of sorts, whether it be like a visual or like auditory or like a sense, because it kind of Lori kind of just like reminds Sib of home in a weird way, but not because I understand like what she is, but it's sort of like she's reminding me of old things that I saw in the monastery, that sort of like just little tiny whispers of familiarity. So I want to see if there's anything in her breath of city of people that really like screams like familiarity.
I would say she quirks her head and looks at you and says, I see. You think you've met one of us before.
Have I?
You think you have.
Am I just looking for something that's not there?
I think you're looking for something that's not here. By the way, Lucius, you just see both of them kind of sitting in front of each other.
I feel like at this point Doll has come back and it's just kind of like standing next to Lucius and it's like a weird elf thing.
Yeah, they're sleeping, but not.
Yeah,
No,
no, it's
how Sybil
super
does.
crazy. No, yeah, no, elves do that all the time. It's super weird.
I really
Don't tell her I
want to
said
walk
that.
around and check out this village, but she said only this building, so
No.
like I was trying to ask if there's a library.
I know. It's like pulling at every single one of my nerves. But I also don't want to die.
Yeah.
But
Also shorten the distance to Oakendale through the woods.
um,
Peeling? Or do we still want to go to Whitecliff? Shorten the distance that way.
I think we can do both. I think maybe we can go to Whitecliff and we can come back and we can ask her for help.
Agreed.
And as for the rainbow trout, Oakendale's literally on the edge of the lake, so I'm sure we could figure something out.
Charter a boat.
But while Sybil's trancing, I have to use the bathroom so bad. I'll be right back.
Trance.
The first time, the only time, I don't also have to go to the bathroom.
There you go.
Like
Yeah,
your bodily awareness is enough that you're like, this is the only time, it will never happen again.
every time after this bathroom break, I'm gone. Sybil sort of wakes, kind of comes up, and she's like, well, look at the time. She does that too. She doesn't have to watch.
Yeah, it's they're past a freckle.
Sybil, I guess actually Sybil probably does have some freckles.
Is it all back? Or are you still wandering around?
I have returned.
Okay.
Is
I'm-
it time for you to go?
I think we have gotten what we came here for. We're on the same team now, so we'll be keeping in touch.
Alright. Is there a library here that we could visit, perchance?
No.
I can't read Elvish, so, I mean, it wouldn't help me, but... Also, did I pronounce your name right? I don't speak Elvish either.
Yes.
Has anyone... While you've been here, in your time here, has anyone come and left through the forest? Or have you done a good job keeping everyone out?
People that have entered the forest have not left.
Okay. Good to know.
Well,
That's very ominous. Lori, I feel like.
But we're allowed to leave, right?
Yes.
Okay.
huh. Oh, did you made these, right? And I'm gonna pull out
Dreamcatcher.
yeah, Dreamcatcher.
We made this.
You're very talented.
Does this work outside the forest?
Yes.
So you can visit us in our dreams again.
No.
But this will protect us.
From dreams.
Now, when you say
Wait,
dreams, does that include scrying? And I give her a little wink.
No?
Okay.
Who, in your opinion, would want to give us bad dreams?
She looks at Sybil and says, there is something.
feel like I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Would you care to share with the class, Sybil?
Or just explain whatever that meant. I went past me.
So, as you guys know, my monastery is not full of elves. It's usually actually full of like halflings and dwarves, and we all love each other, and they're all amazing. But there are some elves, and the elf that founded my monastery seems to be one of the Sunkiss.
Okay.
And
That's cool.
possibly seems to be one of the defectors from Lorray. Possibly.
Okay.
Not very sure. But he comes to see me in my dreams sometimes.
Okay.
And he's
Sometimes gives power-ups like in Naruto.
and he's bad. Is what you're telling us.
No.
So Lorraine
Well-
tilts her head and she says, No.
No?
No.
And I point back at Sybil. Okay.
It was something not like me, but related to me.
It's you.
Am I your half-sister? That is just
What?
Well, who are your parents?
Who are you, Sybil?
And she walks up to you and says, Sleep.
Sit down.
Oh, looks
So like
around.
5 minutes go by before Sybil can actually like fully calm down, but she finally settles her breathing and goes to sleep. And you're back in this room, and Lorraine's there again. She's crystal clear, and you kind of see this kind of shadowy image of your compatriots. And she says, Think to a time when you were afraid. And as you kind of go through times that you were afraid and different battles and different scenarios and when you first saw Garen again, and your mind goes back further and further, kind of relating, and finally she says, Hold on. And she kind of pushes you, and you kind of stagger and you kind of catch your feet. And you look around and you are in this like waist high grass. And you hear some movement and you see in front of you Lorray. But then you hear movement behind you and a little girl giggle, and then you wake up. That.
What?
That what?
Oh, yeah, thanks for the explanation.
Okay, well, seems like we got nothing there. I was swinging a miss, guys, but I
How
guess
long was it for us?
Not long.
Not long. Okay.
Yeah, there are some people who get into our dream.
Evidently.
No.
I mean, I don't have any bad dreams. I'm good.
Everyone has bad dreams.
I just thought they were normal.
Some are worse than others.
Okay.
Well, no more bad dreams with this thing, so problem solved, right, guys? Nervously scratch.
No bad dreams from outside.
Huh?
Okay.
Ooh,
What do you?
that's rough.
What do you mean there? I don't have any bad dreams.
We can still have nightmares. Huh. But
Oh,
not from outside
okay.
influences. Good to know.
Okay, sure.
Lorraine, I know before we asked you why those dreams, but why that dream? Why that one?
Intent.
And I'm trying to understand, Lorraine, but intent for what?
Intent for who you are. Intent for why. Intent for what you plan to do.
I don't like that.
Okay, yeah, I'm unsubscribing to Spookyville for today. I will start to stand near the door.
Lorraine, do you happen to know a Lady Evelyn?
We don't know this.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yet, do you know just like general medicine, herbalism, cures? Could you pass on some of that knowledge to us?
We don't know this.
Okay. Do you require sustenance? Do you eat? Or probably not, I would think.
Do dreams need food?
Yeah, okay. Fair.
I'm gonna come back and go, wait, so, really quick, who do you know that's not here?
No one.
Dear.
What?
I think he means it. It seems to be that Lorraine can't. Lorraine is they. Everyone here. So, and if thinking too hard on one individual is going to possibly wake them up, I don't. She's not trying to be
Right.
obtuse. She's trying not to think too hard, right?
And
So why?
I get that, but I'm wondering, is there someone that all of you remember easily that comes to mind when you just think of
The village elder.
someone who left your people that all of you know? Just that one person, you know. And then
That
I'm
guy.
gonna like try to get a name by just continuously giving them finger guns at the end of every word I say.
We don't know this.
All right, well, I think I'm good. And I will go back toward the door.
Oh, you said you could shorten our path?
So wait.
Yes.
Yep, waiting. Back up to the door with an all.
Yeah, I'm ready to get the bleep out of here. You know, give him a nice look.
So okay. Doll, you remember the little girl in the reeds that was singing to me?
Yes.
Very, very scary. So Lorraine is the person that they were singing about.
Wait, hold on. So,
She sits in the forest with a mysterious way, or perhaps it's a jungle. Who's to say?
hold on. Yep.
but
That makes-
where you may regret. But don't worry, it's too soon to fret. I think it's time to fret.
God damn, when did that happen? Hold on, I'm trying to... Force mysterious jungles. Go. And Lorraine was the one singing, or was it the other one?
I don't think it was Lorraine singing.
Okay, alright.
Lorraine, you definitely did not sing to me. Lorraine, what does your singing voice sound like?
What did you let go?
I don't know.
I'm gonna take a guess, and it probably sounds like 1,000 voices, and that I don't...
Sounds like One Winged Angel, the chorus.
What did you...
From what you can tell and what you can kind of insight from Lorraine, she can't leave the forest.
Yeah. And this was like outside of Caldor in the fields.
But what did you let go?
Can I try to leave the pavilion?
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk out.
Okay.
A wave at you.
Goodbye.
Did I get out?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Where's the closest building that's not the pavilion?
No.
It's probably like a building maybe 50 feet away. It's kind of like inside of a large tree.
Okay. I'm going to mosey over there,
Okay.
but I do want to really listen to my surroundings.
Okay. You don't hear much.
What did you let go? Can you think of anything, or are you just not telling me?
Hey guys. And all left.
I am not Anul's keeper or minder.
Okay. Just wanted to let you know.
Okay.
I'll like peek my head out the door, try to keep track of it all, peek my head back in.
Okay. So you're wandering over to this tree house, in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a door.
Okay. Is it open?
You test the handle, and it is.
Okay, I'm gonna go in.
Hey guys.
As you open the door, Lorraine's standing there.
Oh, Lorraine.
Hey guys. And all's going into other
She
buildings.
narrows her eyes a little bit at you, and she says, "You cannot go this way."
Is there anywhere else I can go? That's not the pavilion?
The forest.
Okay, alright. Thank you. And I will turn around and leave the pavilion.
She closes the door.
Okay, at this point, I'm just going to wild shape and fly around this forest.
Okay. You can't see anything familiar in the surrounding area.
I'm just gonna perch myself up on a very high branch and wait for them to come out.
Okay.
But I'll keep an eye out for any other movement in the area.
Cool.
Lorraine, you are here, and our business is elsewhere. So if we leave, are you gonna be all right? I mean,
Yes.
gotcha. And I mean, not to treat newly found friends as taxis, but it would definitely help if we could shortcut our way through the forest somewhat in the future.
I will shorten your path whenever you're here.
Is there anything we can do for you? We don't have much.
disconnect the ley line from the tower.
And and destroying it would be the best way of going about that, huh?
We don't know this.
Gotcha. Because that tower is made of anti-magic.
Yes.
Disrupting it from a ley line. So it's either destroying it or just moving the ley line, and that's currently out of my wheelhouse.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. I don't know. I don't know if we have anything currently that we can destroy it with. But we know where it is, so we can always come back. So... I am certainly not strong enough right now. But... maybe...
Alright. Is there any other part of you that's awake?
No?
Okay. Well, you're super sure I can't go scouting for books only on high magic, just to familiarize myself with the concept.
No.
Noted. Okay. Well, day's still young. If we want to get a move on.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Helen was gone. So she walks outside of the pavilion with you and kind of walks you back down the way you were coming. And she points in a slightly different direction and says, "Walk that way."
Is it
Okay.
along the path or is it through the woods?
It's through the woods.
Alright.
All right.
Well.
Thank you so much.
We'll be seeing you again.
Okay. So as you begin to walk, about 10 minutes goes by and you see a break in the trees.
Is it do we see like
And it,
daylight?
like we're leaving the forest?
Yeah.
Hey!
Wow, that was quick.
And as
Was-
you come out to what looks like to your left a road leading through the forest, and in front of you plains. Not hills.
So we're up here?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So... Whitecliff, I guess.
Because
Blackwood.
Lake Aviva is so big, can we like see it off to the right or no?
Not from this distance, not with the
Okay.
naked eye.
Okay. I'll do some preliminary scouting once we break out of the forest. I'm just gonna keep flying up and give you a little perception check.
Okay.
Ten.
Looking around, the snow covers the ground, but it seems to be thinner. Otherwise, it looks like a pretty clear shot. You can kind of see the impression of the road that leads to Whitecliff.
I'm going to use Mask of Many Faces on myself and make myself look like Jonah,
Okay.
in case. So... That was
Lucius,
insightful.
you want to use seeming? Or should we wait?
I'd like to, but I don't think I can.
Okay.
Oh, we have spells.
I don't Oh no,
We had a long rest.
Yeah, we
oh
slept.
yeah, sorry, I only polymorphed. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you guys want to look like
Again?
8 hours.
So, about 3 days go by, and you travel. What's that?
I would like to try scrying on Yael again
Okay.
and try to convince Anal to maybe do their mom.
Okay. You guys want to try it?
Yeah, I'll give in. I'll give in one.
Okay. Roll for me.
Wait,
Hold on,
they have to roll.
bones.
Yeah, they have to be.
They gotta beat the DC.
What's my DC? I think it's 17.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh,
Who is that one for?
oh, that's their mom.
So when you go to look into the mirror as it shimmers, almost as if liquid, you actually start to see the form of a woman. Tall, kind of this platinum silvery blonde hair. But it doesn't seem like the image is moving. In fact, the rippling on top stops. And then the mirror breaks.
Fuck!
Damn
Fuck!
it!
I knew it.
That thing,
I knew it.
no one has a mending thing, do they?
Mend.
Do you,
If you hold on to this,
the mirror
maybe?
on top is like
Shattered. God damn it!
they have magic users.
13 years later, she's still a pain in my ass. There's nothing like we can do. It's just a frame.
Wow.
Lucius, did you have the mending cantrip at all? Fucking
mage
hell,
hand.
and I'm broke as shit now, so
Piece it together like a jigsaw puzzle.
if I had paid for
Hand.
it, that thing would have been $1,200. So,
Huh.
just be careful
Coin.
with what you or where you scry.
god damn it.
All right. Well, here you go. And I
Thanks,
hand
I
them
guess. What do I do with this? Gonna try to very carefully put it back in their bag.
Just
Oh.
some of the like
Oh.
Oh my god.
mirror glass like falls out.
Our pocket dimension is not going to be happy with us.
No, it's a doll's actual backpack.
No, that's not in the bag of holding.
Fuck.
While they do
So you
that,
tried to
I'm
do
gonna-
that early on. I'd say about day 2 of walking, just the friction of walking with the glass in the bottom, like
Broken
wears
glass.
out the bottom and just all your stuff
All
falls
those
out
things!
the bottom.
Oh,
Very
no,
quickly
your-
tries to hide their stuff.
your
Well, I
stuff.
think this is a good time to
And all
Okay,
investigates
first
everything that drops on the ground very quick. Actually rolling
Very quickly.
investigation.
What does the null see?
Oh no, Mike!
Well, it depends on how good that investigation roll
Plus
is.
5, so 19.
I mean, there's the obvious, like, fake IDs, the shitty little bags that are no longer magical, pens and paper and spellbooks, and then also a very beaten up romance novel. Just try to, like, mend, like,
Is
just
it Tusk
pulling it
Glove?
away.
I don't even
No.
know.
Similar.
Oh.
The lusty Aragonian maid?
In the realm.
Huh.
Doll just, like, snatches it. Don't.
I mean, I saw nothing.
Good. You didn't.
Yeah, you did
Right.
inside that scry.
Wow.
Cool. I'm out of backpack
God,
and a
just
very
bitches
expensive.
mock you?
Hold on, take a d4 damage. Disadvantage
Yeah,
on your
great.
next attack.
Psychic damage.
Ooh,
Fuck.
instead
Okay.
of giving out inspiration,
Boom, roasted.
words of fire.
Oh, I'm out of
Rains from the
backpack.
skies.
Oh, man.
They'll tuck the book in their
Wow.
journal and just try to I have so much. Lucius, can I borrow your bag, please?
Not if you're gonna put glass in it.
I'm not gonna put the glass in it, obviously. I'm
Okay.
gonna put all my stuff.
We can fix this one, and I kind of like hold it up. Does this look salvageable? From the bottom.
Maybe with the right tools.
I don't think I have a sewing kit.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
gonna take my bag and just like open it into the bag of holding and then give it to Doll.
Stuff in.
Wow.
They'll put their stuff, but not their journal / spellbook in there.
Gotcha.
Great. So much garbage.
So another day goes by, and you finally see the walls of White Cliff and the mountains beyond.
Is there a message board outside of the entrance to White Cliff? You know, sometimes there's like, oh, welcome to White Cliff, and also like, these people are wanted.
I would say after you walk into White Cliff, there's a board like that. Not on the
Yeah,
outside.
maybe before
Oh, yeah.
going in, we should go to Perix to the south.
Yes, we should.
Yeah, I was
How
gonna
close are we
ask.
right now? I'm sorry, I think I missed that.
Probably like a mile away.
Okay.
We should
Yeah,
definitely go
let's-
there first.
Let's camp outside of the city, and then we'll do our business.
What time is it?
I guess, like, yeah, what time is it?
Enough time to get to Peric?
Be rough. We'll be getting there after dark, probably.
That might be actually better for us.
Yeah, let's.
That sounds ideal.
Yeah,
Not better
I'm
for
gonna.
Peric.
Well, Peric can deal.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Bear go to sleep early, we know that for sure.
He does go to sleep early.
Early
Super
horse riser.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep continuously making. Doll's gonna keep looking like Jonah as much as they can.
Okay.
So
Why don't we camp in the woods? I mean, I guess we can't be in the woods. We're not.
We're in a- Yeah.
We're out in the
On the
open.
plains.
I'm sure we can find a tree or something. Hopefully. And we can meet up with Peric in the morning.
Crack of dawn.
Crack it
I
up.
just don't want to get.
We want
Right
to
on.
do some aerial reconnaissance of White Cliff?
Yes, and you guys can see if there are wanted posters for us.
yeah,
I'll take.
absolutely.
And
That
I'll,
sounds like an excellent idea.
I'll join you. I can polymorph.
Yeah.
Unless you
I can
want to be a free
can
bird, a
send-
solo bird.
No,
I can
you come
transform
along.
Jessie and send her out too.
Let's go, Lucius. We should probably get out of here before anything else changes.
Send Jesse anyway.
Just watching out if you don't want to spend the spell slot. That's all.
Oh no, we're not doing anything else today.
I'm not
anyways,
talking to you and all.
I think we'll be fine. And I'll put my arm around Lucius and quickly skirt him off outside of here.
All right, one last quick seeming for everyone.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
are
Lucius,
they
what's
both
it gonna be? Anything beast related, please.
I was just gonna turn
walrus.
into an owl.
Owl?
Yeah.
It's like the middle of the day.
Towards the evening.
A
Oh,
raven.
for evening?
Yeah.
Raven's okay. But people notice ravens.
Hey, what do you want me to turn into?
I don't know, your choice.
Hey, a raven.
I
Peer
wouldn't,
pressure?
but okay.
A seagull?
Sure. I love seagulls. I'm already transforming into a seagull, as he says, seagull.
All right, I'm a seagull too.
Okay.
I don't think there's a beast that I can change into that's that, but we'll just do owl. I have 1 hit point.
All right.
Did you change into an owl after I changed into a seagull?
Oh, I changed into a seagull.
Okay, nice.
Just using
Just
owl
using the
stats.
owl stats.
So you guys are
Ah.
flying into White Cliff to check message boards.
Okay.
That's what I said we were gonna
so
do.
Dumb.
Exactly.
I'm
That's
flying
so-
in to check out Evelyn's house.
I know enough about nature to be like, wow,
Stalker.
aren't our party members so dumb? It's winter and they transformed into seagulls, not by the sea.
Lake gulls.
At some point, I'm trying to, as my continuous journey into trying to be a better being, I'm trying to see this as entertainment and not risk. So, Doll's gonna
as the
try to
seagulls
manage
take
that.
off towards the city, Sybil's just like, the fuck.
Okay. So we can talk and all. I mean, Lucius, since we're the same species.
How it works?
Yeah, I think as polymorph, you can probably communicate as the beast you are. The target.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I'd say you can do like basic community. Like you can't be like, you know,
Well,
what's the square root of pi? Like,
okay, sure.
but you can be like, hey, come
like-
here, or like, hey, look at that, or stuff like this.
Because Lucius has the intelligence of bird, right?
No, he has. It's only. I think like polymorph and wild shape work the same as you keep your intelligence, charisma, and wisdom, and your strength.
The
dex,
target's
and-
game statistics, including mental ability scores,
Oh.
are replaced by the chosen beast.
I think
am a
wild
seagull.
shape.
He
Wait.
is a seagull of his base desires. He goes looking for French fries.
French fries and
Is that
Evelyn
for
Powell.
real? Is he actually going to look for French? Okay. All right. Well, I have to kill him. I have to.
I have to kill the seagull. What is that called? Is that homicide? Like
Birdicide?
birdicide?
I have to kill him. Okay. And all his rationale is he's gonna fly away and not come back until his polymorph wears off. So I have to kill him in order to transform him back into Lucius.
So as you start flying up into the air, and Doll and Sybil see this, at about like 30 feet out, you see that like one of the seagulls isn't following the other one.
Yeah,
and
that
you
tracks.
see the one seagull like start flapping and circling around the other seagull, and it begins to like peck it in midair and like dive bombing it into the ground. And it seems that that seagull has now perished and turned into a Lucius. Lucius stands up and starts yelling at the bird.
I'm gonna just
What are
sit
you
down.
gonna do, Lucius? Like this bird's like flapping around you still a little bit.
Doll, would you like to meditate with me?
I'm actually
Gonna-
going to start my incantation to turn Jesse into a raven.
Good idea.
Are you gonna backhand the seagull?
Yeah.
Don't! I
Love
see
it.
this.
Roll
coming.
an attack roll.
I'm not trying to fight him. Like, yo.
What is happening?
I did this for us, Lucius. Damn it.
I did this for us.
Strength roll?
Don't hit me, please. Why would you do that?
So you just see, like, in the distance, and it's kind of dark, so you can't, like, see everything. You just see outlines. You just see Lucius's form just backhand the seagull out of the air, which then turns into a gnaw, which
Oh.
lands on the ground, like, sliding on,
Yo.
like, the snow and, like, the just soot, and just, like, standing up and, like, wiping himself off. And you just hear, like, indistinct yelling in the distance.
Yo. What the fuck?
Does it take
Lucius?
about 10-ish minutes?
It's, like, only takes, like, 2 to get to this
Okay.
point.
Yo, you
Yeah.
can't.
They're like
you're
at an
following me.
inconvenient distance away to actually like put in the effort to go over there.
Wait, so say that again?
They're at like an
Why'd you attack
inconvenient
me?
distance to like walk over there. So y'all just like
Just watching it. I'm just gonna
watching the
just
shit show unfold.
Just
Why?
having Jessie sit in a little circle, just trying to change her into a bird. Just as a backup.
No, why'd you attack me?
What? You weren't following me. You were a seagull. You bird brain. Ha.
You told me to be a seagull.
Oh, I said that. Well, yeah, but you gotta be a smart seagull. I don't know. What's the smartest flying thing you can turn into? How about that?
I just want to show you my. I just searched for monsters. It says page not found on DVI. Damn it.
We're struggling here.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna do this solo, and then I just transform into a seagull still because I don't know my preference was wrong, and I leave.
Okay.
Make Jesse go with him.
Yeah, has it been?
No, it
It
has
takes
not
10
been
minutes.
10 minutes.
It takes 10 minutes.
And you've been a
alright?
bit distracted by the shenanigans. So you just see out of the darkness a Lucius walk up to you, like still pushing some snow
Grumpy.
off of different areas.
Lucius, what?
It all attacked me.
Okay.
You weren't going to Wycliffe.
To be fair, we did kind of see your trajectory change.
He told me to turn into a seagull.
Sometimes people will tell you to do things and you shouldn't do them.
So
Trust
now
your
you
gut.
are
That.
flying into Whitecliff.
Okay.
And it is starting to get dark.
Okay. So eyes on the prize, looking for Quentin. Just gonna go ahead and continuously scan for Quentin.
Okay. That's
Like,
the only thing you're going to do?
That is objective numero uno. I am going to fly around. I'm not going to do anything until I at least spend a good, I'd say, hour of my time circling and looking for Quentin.
Okay.
You
Give
don't
me a
even
perception check.
try to do the objective that your team asked you to do.
And all here is the wind. Fly
I'm into
past
it.
me.
What's that perception check looking like?
Okay. Okay, and since I am a bird, I do get advantage on perception checks. Oh,
These
thank
things have
God.
such shit intelligence.
So as the sun is
18.
going down and it's getting darker and darker, just kind of looking throughout the city during the different market districts and the main square and, different areas, you do not come across Quentin.
Okay.
Is there anywhere in particular you want to try and look, or?
Yeah, so I was gonna look near the waterways. A lot of the entrances to passages that lead underground. And knowing, obviously Quentin is also just as wanted as us, basically, that he's not going to be anywhere too close to the center of town, I feel, around a lot.
Give me an intelligence check.
Seagull intelligence.
Intelligence
please.
of 2.
Wait, I thought wild shape you keep it though. It wasn't polymorph.
Huh?
Take
Isn't wild shape-
everything you just talked about and apply it to your experience in Whitecliff.
Wait, this music is kind of loud. Say it again.
Take
Is it map?
everything that you just told me and apply it
Okay,
to your
yeah.
experience in Whitecliff.
Like, I'm thinking, isn't there an underground here? Like, don't I recall a waterway from before? Right?
Where did you stay? Were you in the
What
main
happens when you
square?
prick your finger?
Prick my finger.
What comes out when you prick your finger?
Oh,
Maybe like a sharp thing that grows on a rose?
That was Caldora.
the bloody thorn? No, that's
That
Oh,
was
that was
Caldora.
Caldera.
I mean, Omar's dumb brain definitely doesn't remember the tavern, but I feel like Anal could remember just the tavern they stayed at.
Yeah, so the tavern, which is by the water, outside of the main thoroughfare of town.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay.
Where we
So-
ran into the pirate tiefling.
No,
That was
you are
Tornell 4.
completely throwing off our Dragonborn here. You have named two places that are completely different.
Lucius
Maybe
is the one
is
in
there
my
like
head.
possibly, it's been 10 minutes, it's been an hour, and like maybe a interesting looking fey raven comes and slides in, maybe give a little bit of help.
No.
No, okay.
Okay, but so as Anal does remember that his
I guess as you go by the water, you see the tavern that you stayed
right,
at.
and I'm like, oh, I stayed there before.
Sure.
Yeah,
And it
okay.
matches the description of the place that you were looking for in terms of out of the way, by the water.
Hound and Badger.
Okay. Ah,
As you fly up,
damn.
you see the hanging sign that says the Hound. And
Yo, old HMB. That's crazy.
you're gonna look
And,
through a window.
I do.
You see Quentin.
Yo, I almost untransform, but I keep myself composed.
You almost fall off like the windowsill that you're standing on.
Okay. Okay. Okay, now that I know this, now I know where he is. Can I make a beeline for the center of town?
If you want.
Okay, and then I want to check for wanted posters. I'm not gonna front. I can do like a perception check, but I will take disadvantage because I am gonna just rush through this.
No, it's fine. You can fly
Okay.
up to a wanted, like a board, and see your faces on it.
I see that. Okay. Well, that's confirmed. I already knew that, and then I rushed back to the Hound and Badger.
Guys,
Okay.
I found something that I'm not dumb at and can fly with.
Great.
It could be a giant owl.
Mhm.
Did I do that?
How giant are we?
It's a big fucking
It sounds a
owl.
little conspicuous.
Giant
It's a
owls
large
are
beast.
native.
Normal-sized owls are about as big as us, so
Giant owls are probably like 2 to 3 times bigger.
wingspan.
Just a giant owl.
Just a regular giant owl.
With that being said, you do live near the mountains and different woods and stuff, so like a giant owl wouldn't be like completely out of the question, but unusual. It would not be conspicuous. The bird watchers would come out with their binoculars.
Telescope.
Or it could be a giant eagle.
Ooh.
That's fun. Ganal carries me when he does that.
Yeah, it works out real well for you guys. Anyway,
It's a good plan. Good plan, bad rolls. Good plan, bad rolls.
Another burn from the skies. Jeez. Anyway, I
Really mocking us today.
it's fine. We make good and bad choices. I think that's just what it says.
I don't
We
think
make
it's a
some
bad
good choices,
choice.
We make them bad, and that wasn't a bad choice. That was.
Dahl
I'm not even
definitely
gonna get into it.
didn't
That was an
almost
excellent
die.
choice, regardless of what we tried.
So what?
We're
Dahl
just-
definitely didn't almost die.
Yeah, no, it's,
God,
you
we're
know,
just playing our characters. We are
been there, done that.
not smart.
Like,
What?
That was a combo attack. That was gonna be so cool. Anyway,
Yeah, it was a combo attack for sure, but you guys weren't the one pulling it off.
Anyway, I see Quentin in the window. And, okay. I mean, shoot.
You get a peck at the window. Get his attention. Be like, hey, I'm the traitor who set you free.
And all I hear is wind blowing
This sounds
past
like
his ears.
meta.
Once again.
What are you gonna do here?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Okay,
Maybe your
Transform.
only
That was the
chance
day
to
I
chat
knocked out
with
4
him
times.
alone.
Okay, Okay, I'm going to... Oh, okay, I got this. Alright, perfect. So I'm going to wild shape. Okay, so I imagine that I am on the roof, or kind of like on a ledge of this Hound and Badger.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to wild shape from a... Man, it's gonna suck. From a bird to a mouse, and I'm going to try to look or remember the identical mouse that Quentin was transformed into when we grabbed him in town.
Okay.
And I am going to try to get to Quentin inside the
As a
Hound and
rat
Badger.
in a tavern.
Yes.
A+ decision making today.
Yes. And okay. So this is this is my plan, right? This is my plan though, okay? So I am going to try to spider mouse this out and drop right onto Quentin. Like I'm going to like try to find like the closest, maybe raft on top, and then just like try to fall onto him. Pretty sure my mouse body can withstand the fall if I hit like a fleshy person.
Okay.
That's my thought process. Hopefully I'm trying to land in their lap. In his lap.
As a bird, you see that the door begins to open. Somebody's coming out of the tavern. And they're like holding it open and talking to somebody as they're letting them go first before they close the door.
Okay, I mean, one, do I recognize this person?
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna fly in with. I'm gonna fly in as a bird. I'm gonna try this.
Okay. Roll a stealth check, I guess.
Big bird. Are you still a seagull?
Yeah. Seagull
Or
stuff.
were you a raven?
No, I was the seagull. 10. Clean. You know me. Stealthy seagull here.
Yeah, you
Sammy
are
the
immediately noticed as you fly into the room.
Okay.
And somebody goes, "The hell? Is that a seagull?"
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the top of like. I'm gonna try to get out of, human reach.
Okay. People are like
Okay.
looking up at you.
Okay, is Quentin looking up at me?
Yes.
I look directly at Quentin. Okay.
Okay.
Take a shit on him.
You
And
see the bar woman come over with a broom. She's trying to make her way through the crowd.
okay, I'm just going to I'm gonna call at him a couple times. Like first in his face, call like 3 times.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to just like I'm gonna like dive bomb at him.
Okay.
Okay.
Just
let me know if I hit him. That's all I need.
go ahead and make a
Speed check, dexterity.
athletics check.
Athletics. Sequel athletics. All right.
It is not gonna matter.
Wait a second. No.
As you dive bomb him, he's literally gonna catch you out of the air by your neck.
Nice. Okay.
And he looks around the bar and says, "I know just what to do with seagulls." And he starts to walk outside.
Okay, I'm going to.
Just gonna be a limp bird.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a limp bird.
Okay. The guy that was opening the door that saw you fly in allows the guy out, and he starts walking towards the water. And he kind of looks down at you as he's walking and says, "What was that?"
I give like a caw.
A bird, like,
worked. Success, right?
That was the best it could have gone.
And he just
Task
walks
failed
up to the side of the
successfully.
lake, and he just goes, "That was about as subtle as this." And he just spikes you into the water. Which I would say probably like breaks your concentration, and you stand up as a dragonborn out of the water, just like soaking wet.
I know it was a little rough, but you made it.
I suppose.
Okay, I know. We're just gonna get over that. We're just gonna walk through this. But anyway, not say I'm happy to see you, but it is good to see your presence in this town. I'll say that.
We had a deal.
We did. So speaking of which, what's new?
Well, from what I can gather, through some of my friends who are also in the bar, it's a rather large encampment that you're looking at. Less of an encampment and more like a small stronghold. From what I can tell, there's another way in through a secret passage. In terms of how to open up the secret passage, I'm not so sure. He pulls out of his cloak the map, and he's like made some notes along it and says the kobolds patrol every half an hour, so be careful. He kind of points to a few places on the map. The most direct way up to the side of the stronghold is a long staircase that turns to a path. And he says, but that way is relatively well guarded and trapped. He says, a less fortuitous route around the side of the mountains can take you into a small valley. Inside that small valley, there's a small cliff that if you climb up, there is a rocky shelf. Along that shelf, there's a little outcropping, which we believe is the entrance, or at least a back entrance to this stronghold. Where it leads, I'm not sure, but we saw only twice people come in and out that way, although we couldn't see where they came from. In terms of overall force, it looks like they have kobolds and something that shakes the earth. There's occasional rock slides near where we were. Whatever it is, you might want to watch out for it. In terms of the leader, it seems to be a dragonborn. From what I can tell, he knows a fair bit of magic. Overall, they're kind of set into the side of a cliff edge on the overhang of this mountain here. He kind of points to a different place on the map. A rather large, almost small village of different clay buildings is set up. Some of them 2-story, some of them 1. Not the best for sneaking around, but they're pretty much all filled with kobolds.
Okay. This is good. This is good. Let me think. Now, did you pick up any word of their doings inside this stronghold? Any idea what they're up to in there?
Fortunately, none of our group spoke Draconic, which is mainly what they were speaking in.
Yeah.
They do seem to be raiding the town that's down below there, or rather village. It's not particularly big. Other than that, from what I could tell, it seemed like they're mobilizing.
Now, you said they're raiding the towns. Are they raiding anything in particular? Treasure?
There's a small village to the north, but it's mainly supplies and some of the fish and things they collect from the river.
Have you recognized them to bring anything odd into their stronghold? Something that may not seem very valuable for a regular stronghold?
It's hard to say. There's a few places that you can look in over the walls and see the side of the stronghold, which goes into the side of the mountain. Looks like it might have used to have been some kind of old structure, but couldn't get a great angle on it. From what I could tell in terms of whether they're bringing anything strange in, no. Mostly supplies. But in terms of what it looks like they're doing, looks like they're not too long from getting ready to leave.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick insight check on him.
Okay.
Because that's me. 23.
He appears to be telling the truth, although he might be holding something back, small.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of narrow in a little bit and go, anything else? Anything else interesting happen on your way?
On my way there, not particularly. We're on a boat with a crazy man, but other than that.
Okay, and anything special about our current condition happen while you were
Well,
out there?
It snowed recently, so I imagine that would make the trip a little bit more treacherous.
Okay. You're not holding out on me, are you, Quentin?
Not particularly.
Okay, because, took a pretty big hit from my crew letting you go there. They really grilled me for that one. Just making sure it wasn't in vain.
Well, he hands over the more detailed map and says, "This is what we could get."
I appreciate it, Quentin. I'm going to go for a handshake, but I want to roll intimidation.
Okay.
Crunch and bone.
18.
You start to crush his hand, and he tries to smile and grit his teeth through it, and then goes, "Okay, all right. There's one other thing."
Mm-hmm.
From what I can tell, they're preparing some kind of caravan. And from what I can tell in their scouting, it seems like they're going to be heading to the west.
Okay. And you think they're going for good? You think they're abandoning where they are now and leaving? Or is this sort of like a attack, excursion type of deal?
Seems like they're packing up a lot of stuff just to be an excursion.
Okay. Now, was that so hard, Quentin? I'll give him
Kind
a
of
little
shakes out his hand and just goes,
pat on the shoulder.
"Just be careful. It's a large force."
Oh, I know. And seems like they are getting larger by the minute. But a deal was a deal, Quentin, and you came through. So, as far as I'm concerned, you're a free man.
I'll consider my debt paid.
Okay. One thing, you probably don't want to be here tomorrow, the next day. The old ball and chains might be coming through here, and so I don't want this awkward, "Oh no, you're here, how'd you get loose" type of thing going on. So
Fair enough. We'll leave early in the morning.
that's my man.
Okay.
Awkward meet in the elevator.
Nice. Okay, I mean, I'm feeling great. I do want to practice my lie, though. So I am going to continuously tell them that I scouted the area for any royal guards, and I definitely saw our faces on the wanted posters.
Okay.
I'm going to continuously tell myself that until I get back, and I'm going to do a couple circles to make sure that I get that ingrained.
Sounds good. So you end up back at your small encampment, and you find it by the fire, and Anal approaches out of the darkness. Rehearses his speech.
Heyo.
Hi. How'd it go?
So bad news is they know we're there. They know about us. There are wanted posters scattered around the city with our beautiful faces on them.
Okay.
How many? Were there different ones? Did they seem like royalty, or were they like private?
I mean, they were in the town square, so it seemed pretty public.
Yeah.
I mean, we were gone for a long time.
Yeah,
Can you
well,
take notes?
no, I was a bird. How am I gonna take notes?
I mean, but like,
Oh yeah, I
no,
mean,
like, were we?
I know I took a a mental image of where the posters are, but I would just say avoid the city.
Yeah. Well, we are definitely criminals in the eyes of some. So being careful in the city is a must. Seeming, did you see any increased guard presence, or is it generally the same?
I believe I saw some royal guards, but I really couldn't tell you how many altogether.
Okay. We can work with that. Okay. Well, seeming is a must if we want to go inside, which I guess we're here to find Evelyn, see what we can do to help her, check in with Legion of the Crown, and then head back into the forest, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, how are we gonna contact her? Are we just going to
I don't
show
know,
up at
Anal. My
her
mirror was
house?
broken. That was like the one way I had to,
Oh, okay, well, we had to send your mom a nice, welcome, so,
Well, shit. Okay, I mean, it's nothing out of what we expected. We expected us to be known there. So we should probably just be as fast as possible. Make sure our cart and horses are ready. Get in, get out. See what we need to see, and huff it. Unless there's anything else we need to do there.
What do you think our tab's gonna be for Peric? We've got gold. Never mind. We're good.
Well, I am now trying to save up for another mirror unless anybody wants to go Slitski's. And I also, other than the important things we need to do, I need to do a little bit of shopping. I am completely out of incense for Jesse. I need a new bag and better security for my spellbook. There was one. Oh, and a new mirror. Or at least this one fixed. So, is there anything else anybody else needs?
Probably. We probably all need some more chill clothes.
My
That
clothes
being
are pretty chill.
said, I'm actually gonna change into Dull's nice clothes.
Okay.
Because, from memory, Whitecliff is a bougie town.
A bit bougie, yeah.
I am going to change into whatever frock that I can find that is not monk looking like.
Okay.
I
Pull out
title
some plain
stripped now
clothes.
that I'm wanted.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Wait,
That was
what
like
did you say?
magic, wasn't
We'll
it?
check your
Wasn't it-
wanted poster.
Yeah, on the
See if
wanted
it's
poster
Baron.
does it say
It said
Lucius
Baron.
music? Okay.
It does say? Oh, okay.
It says
Yeah,
Baron.
that was swamp magic. That's not tied to like real royalty.
Okay, well, I guess we set up shop. Wait for the crack of dawn, go see Peric when it's still safe for us to move about, and hopefully he will give us our cart and horseback.
Yeah.
Alright,
Peric seems like a good guy. I think he will.
I hope so. He seemed to like us.
Oh, he loves us. He's a horse guy.
Alright. Watches, everyone?
Let's pull out the dream catcher and just like put it on the ground and be like, let's keep this out tonight.
Excellent.
Okay.
Dull, take the watch and do. Sybil, come here for a second.
Yeah.
Take out the notebook. Alright, stand with your arms out, please.
Starts taking
All
notes.
right. They're literally taking actual notes of her. Okay, so trying to
Like Taylor?
figure out. No, not Taylor. Like scientific, like notes, like body
Oh.
measurements. trying to do a really quick field journal sketch. Okay, so you are how old again? 12?
16.
Okay.
Aha, at the
And-
12 comment.
You are...
And I snap a glare at them all.
Here, we can sit a little bit away from the boys. Okay. And this whole this monk stuff, you were born with that?
I can be a giant. Oh,
I'm just I'm curious because
Okay.
we've got some questions about you, apparently.
Hi.
My name's Sybil. I've been sober for 15 years.
Listen,
That is not true.
Sybil.
15 years, maybe. Not the 16th year.
Yeah, definitely not. That's it.
Not the 16th year.
listen, there is something strange about you. Evidently. And I'd like to know what it is because I didn't tell you this before, but that's definitely a talent. Sure. Didn't tell you this before, but you remember some months ago in the swamp? Like a day before all that? I don't know if you remember, but I certainly do. There was a moment we were fighting. I fell, as usual, and you pulled me back up. And there was a moment where my old boss took notice. And it is one of the main reasons I sold myself off again. But because I did that, I never got to figure out why he was interested. And I'd like to, and I think we're a step closer than where we were.
Your
At that
boss was
point.
interested in me.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know what that was, but I'd like to find out. And, I guess starting with the basics. You are, I assume who you say you are. You're 17 years old. You are some kind of high elf. 16. 16. 16. 16. Writing it down. So I'd like to know why. And it is a shame that we can't find your parents.
I don't really care about. I mean, they didn't raise me, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Rilla was
I'm sorry.
And
That was your mentor? Do you think she might have answers?
well, I mean,
Know where you come from?
No, probably not. And Javier, he was great.
Javier?
He's kind of creeps me out, but it's fine. He's a step above Rilla, I guess.
Huh.
They always had some jubilee doos going on, not in the weird ways, mostly just like
Nothing cultish.
Stop
No.
trying to rub off your problems on others, don't
I'm just pointing out the bullying.
no, it would just be me and Rilla would be meditating, and then Javier would come in, or I can't remember because he's fine. He'd come in and be like, out, and I'd be like, but I want to listen. I'm Rilla's favorite student. Rilla'd be like, maybe next time. It's fine, and then I'd listen in anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's right. He was also a high elf. He was also kind of a dick.
Did he look like you?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I don't. Did he look like me? Did he look like me? Oh, well, I literally just have written down condescending tea bag.
Well, it's part of my question is I began giving some thought to the harebrained scheme that you and Anal seem very set on of infiltrating the society. So I'm trying to figure out if we can pass off your key as magic and if they're going to fall for that.
And then I put some little sparkles in my hands. I'm like,
Sparkly.
I could pretend.
All right. Well,
I can try and pretend. You'd have to teach me some like the vocabulary and whatnot because
you're young. They might believe that you're completely. They'll believe the cluelessness. What I'm worried about is them believing the scheme as if we're being real. I might not have to teach you magic. I might have to teach you lying.
Oh.
Yeah, that's... Anyway.
And I think about my deception skill, and it is a big old hunkin' 0.
Adult thinks about theirs, and it's a huge 9. Okay. Well, that's...
I can sneak around the society.
I did, so maybe.
I mean,
that's all I've got for now.
I get in. Can I, God, do I remember, did Javier look like, I keep pronouncing his name Javier. How did I pronounce it? It kind of looks like Javier the way I have it written. What did he look like me?
I don't know if I know who you're referencing.
Oh, okay. He's like Rilla's boss.
I don't know. Did he?
I wrote that he's a high elf, but I didn't write if he looked like me or not. But I think I might have sent you something like a long time ago. I'll look in the lore and see what's up.
I don't think it was intended now, but maybe.
It probably was. It probably was not intended. No.
Okay.
But he's probably like real old. I guess not.
Old.
Yeah, he'd probably be like pretty old. More than 100.
All right. Well, we will continue. I don't know. Your physical's lighter? I don't know what to call it. I'd like to, before everyone goes to sleep, or as people are asleep, Doll wants to try one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of pretend that they're sleeping, put their wrists together, and start whispering. So, the old boss would come to me with dreams.
Oh.
And they look, that's not what you do, right? Look over the dream catcher. And then back to their wrists.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Are we taking watches? We should probably take watches, right?
I'm taking watch with Anal this time.
Oh boy, Anal's already asleep.
It's fine. Whenever you all wake Anal up for watch, wake me up for watch also.
Well, Anal's asleep. Lucius, you want to go first, or me?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
You'll go first? Alright, good night.
Before you go to sleep, when I was trying to, like, watch and all as he was leaving, and you guys were talking about something, I don't know if my character heard this. I don't want to meta, but, like, can we do a breakdown of, Doll, you mentioned the person, or Sybil, you mentioned the, like, person from your dreams?
Mm-hmm.
Are we all on the same page on that?
So Elron, Vimaris, he was the monk who founded my monastery, and he was also a sun-kissed elf. I do believe.
And he's sending the little girl after you?
No, no, I don't know. I honestly have no idea. But I know the little girl was talking about Lorray.
That we can trust Lorray, or that Lorray is bad?
See, it kind of... Lorray knew about her, but it wasn't her. And the little girl, I'm pretty sure, was a bad omen, and Lorray seems good, so I think I have some wires crossed, and I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Well, I'll take first watch. You guys can go to bed or meditate or
Oh my god, I'm just realizing,
sweet dreams.
Lucius, my teachers, they were both alive when the compulsion came up, started.
Was your monastery founded before or after?
Way before. Hundreds of years before. But Rilla's pretty old. This is so weird. Humans are so weird. Do they
Humans
think
are
that
weird.
other species just don't remember what's going on? This is so weird.
Is everyone awake for this conversation, or have we gone to bed?
I assumed.
Null is definitely asleep.
Oh, I assumed at least us three were awake.
I mean, humans, I was raised partially halfway with humans, and the thing about them that I've noticed, they are, I don't want to say self-focused, because I feel like that doesn't sound right. They are ambitious, very ambitious, and I think they are intimidated by other. How do I say this? They're at least Oakendale was intimidated.
The longevity of the rest of us.
I think so.
I think they're mean.
They can be. Yeah.
But so can everybody else.
No, humans can be kind of cruel when they want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really didn't like me.
I'm sorry, Lucius.
I grab a hand.
But I think the thing about humans is they're so versatile, and they're so ambitious, and I think they just are curious. I don't know. It's. I'm trying not to trivialize the people who raised me, but especially Tarendel. I mean, the royal family, especially. I just think that they want things. Kind of like hoarding stuff, I guess. They want to feel powerful. And that isn't to say that they aren't, but they don't live a very long time. So take what you can in the time that you've got it, I guess. It's hard to say. I'm not a human, so I wouldn't know.
Well, hey, on the plus side, we're famous, guys.
Yeah, that's...
Maybe infamous is a better word, but famous, it's got the word famous in it.
I don't want to be famous. I
don't think this is
got
what
stage fright.
Rillo had in mind.
God.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm probably disappointing her. She probably knew this was all gonna happen. Oh, I'm so...
My father's name is plastered around the country as a traitor to the crown.
What?
They have my own name on there.
Yeah.
My name is Dol J. Arton. My father's name is Joseph Arton. and
Okay. Okay, yes. Is your surname, your
Yeah.
family name. Got it.
Yeah.
I don't know what those things are, so that's new to me.
do you think they go out into Oakendale? God. Not only does my family gonna know that I'm alive, they're gonna think I'm great.
Smirching the family name?
Yeah. Yeah. Sheesh. I mean, how do you think your
Okay.
moms are gonna take it?
Yeah, they're not gonna like that.
Is their last name music too? Or is that just...
No, they just named me that because I had an affinity for it.
Oh, because
That's
you
really-
were the music of their life.
That's actually kind of darling.
The music of their heart.
It's just this bawling.
Oh God!
I can't handle this.
Oh, I didn't mean for that to happen. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's just really sweet. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, that's... You know, my daddy used to call me Daybreak because I was the daybreak of his life. And I used to think that was so embarrassing. But now,
That's really cute too.
yeah, a little bit. It's my name sort of translates into that, not directly. But he named me that, so... I miss my father. Do you miss your moms?
I do.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
I feel like they would know what to do in this situation, and
Yeah. I feel like my daddy would know too. Man, we gotta get out of White Cliff. We gotta get in here and get out and
yeah,
See
we
our
should probably
families
just
and
grab our
apologize.
horses and-
yeah.
I'm pretty sure this happened, but Doll, I forgive you for stealing the letters that I was writing to Rilla.
Yeah. That I am sorry for stealing your letters.
Thank you for apologizing.
Yeah. Super paranoid. Was not used to super paranoid.
Sorry for giving you scars.
It's okay. You got me. I mean, honestly, thinking back on it now, it was a good shot, man. Like, I was not seeing that coming. It went all the way through. And besides, it was my stomach, and all got me in the face. How am I gonna go home with this? I know. It's okay. It's fine. I'm
Yeah,
sorry for
makeup. You want?
I do actually.
Okay.
Could
If we're
disguise
doing this, I
self
guess-
as yourself.
Yeah, arcane cosmetics. If we're doing this, I'm sorry for being a warlock to a suspicious patron and not telling you guys until the very last moment. I didn't want to. Well, it wasn't me setting my body on fire. It was my boss. But still, I'm sure it scared you guys.
It's frightening. Yeah, but
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen again.
yeah, like what's going on with your new boss?
I don't know, and I used to think it was fine, but now I'm like actually sort of nervous, and because there's nothing, and so my old boss would talk to me via dreams, and we've got this dream catcher now, which is like great, but then I don't know the terms of my new contract, which is not great, and I got things I want to do, and I'm gonna need this new boss's help to do them. Because I got aspirations, folks. So I don't know what's going on. I'd like to, and
Well, if we can help you get a line of communication, or if we can help, just let us know.
I will. But I
Don't
don't
cry,
want
but
to. Yeah, not anymore. I don't want to. It's not a good thing, and I don't want to drag you in as more than you already are. So, I don't know. I just want my soul back. And I don't know. I
If we
want
have
a
to
lot
beat
of
up your
things.
patron, we will.
Thank you.
We've already killed one god.
We can do another. You know, Lucius, you were the first person in a while that I told about my old boss. And I was scared because most people sort of cut and run after they learn something like that. And I don't know if you remember, but do you know what the first thing you told me was? You said, Doll, we are going to kill your boss.
Yeah,
And I fucking believed you.
we would have. Still can if you want.
It's not too late.
I appreciate you very much. So, I will... I'm not very strong, but I'll beat up anybody in Cloud's Rest that you need me to.
Oh no, we don't need to beat them up. They're mean.
You sure?
Yeah.
We can just viciously mock them.
I know how to do that now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I looked... I
You can
did...
whittle away at their psyche.
I could. I know how to do that now from you because I looked through your things. Not on purpose. I just by accident. It wasn't we were in the library, and you know how I was like staying up super late reading all these books, and I was like kind of loopy at the end of that. I was looking for something in the bag, and I found one of your instruments instead, and I just sort of,
Play music.
Next,
I mean-
you're gonna learn how to use your key to resist disease.
I mean, I know how to play the tambourine. I can sing and dance.
We gotta get you singing and dancing.
I mean, that's like I have stage fright. That's like your thing. I'm not gonna take your thing, and if I'm singing, you gotta pay for it. I don't work for free. You know this.
Alright, here's 3 gold. I'll just start playing music.
And then I pull out
Give
my
you an
book.
inspiration.
I don't want to sing
Come
right now.
on, doll. There's a chorus right there for you.
Fine. I'll sing a little bit, just very quietly.
Performance
slightly
check.
All 3 of us.
Can I get advantage if I actually sing?
Uh-huh.
I gave you inspiration.
You did. Let's see.
Oh no, Sybil.
What's
Oh wait,
performance?
no.
Fucked up.
Wait.
Holy shit!
I'm
18.
going to pull out my average roller.
Fair enough.
Got a 3.
Okay.
And we're gonna try one more time.
Y'all ever heard the song "Humors of Whiskey"?
It's a little better.
Doll, don't worry. You will not be the worst performer in our trio.
True. That should inspire you more.
There's big jumps between all 3 of you.
Oh wait. I actually get a. Oh no, I already added the +2. Yeah, no. Check. I already added.
Yeah, it's all right. What do you? Yeah,
You
I'll
guys
sing a
sing
little
through
bit.
a little tune. Lucius is playing is magnificent, some of the best he's ever played. Sybil's not the best tonight. And, Doll's singing along. A little quiet at first, but they gain a little bit of
Get that confidence.
courage and confidence as the singing goes on.
Got a D10 inspiration. It's gonna go away in an hour. You might as well use it.
okay, why not? Where do we go? 18.
All right, it's a 23.
So as
23!
Doll kind of keeps picking up with the music and the pace, the tempo increases, and they're killing some vocals.
And then all sleeps through it all.
Yes, me this
All
riddle. What
misses
beats
it
pipe and
all.
fiddle? What's hotter
Yo,
than
Constitution.
mustard and
just too
milder
high.
than cream? What best wets your whistle? What's clearer than crystal? Sweeter than honey and stronger than steam? What can... Oh, I know it. What can make the dumb talk? What can make the lame walk? The elixir of life and philosopher's stone. And what helped Mr. Brunel to dig the Thames Tunnel? Sure wouldn't it whiskey from Alden and Sharn? That's all you get.
And then Jesse's just standing there clapping. And curls up in your lap.
Dog gets like really into it, and then like secondhand stage like embarrassment. It wasn't. I didn't do the singing. My daddy did the singing. It was, you know.
That was awesome, doll.
Yay!
Thank you.
I think we'll say the morning comes and 3 of you are more high-spirited than the other.
Any bad
Grumpy
dreams?
and groggy. Oh, we're making all this racket
all night. I don't know what was happening over here, but goodness, guys. Wow. Hope it was fun. Hope you guys had a
We were working on keeping a low profile.
party.
Alright, let's get our cart and horses, because I would very much like a new backpack. And components. And in all, depending on how much money you have, we can split 50-50 on a new mirror.
Wow.
Seeing as we're both using it.
Sip's gonna go to the bathroom.
But you know, we already told your mom we're
There's
coming.
other people. No, we didn't.
Well, also, I was
She
thinking...
knows. She
I was
broke
actually
it.
looking in the spell.
You could scry
It's-
on places. 'Cause then it's, like, less risky.
Well, I was looking at the spell, and it turns out sending is the spell that they know it's you. Scrying, it's hard. It's if they do see it, they'll just see like a little orb, but they won't know who it is.
Oh, okay.
So, unless they're like a crazy great magic user, but I don't know. Could you see what she was wearing?
I mean, I saw the back of her head.
No. Not that I want to know. I hate that lady.
Well, we will see her soon. So keep that anger up. That's what we need.
Yeah.
We run on anger.
Hey, doll, side conversation. When
Yes.
you went through my stuff, did you read any of my letters?
No.
Of course you did. Of course they did.
Can I insight check that?
I mean, I can tell you. They
Yeah, go ahead.
definitely
Damn.
did. Yeah, the stare off right there.
Nope.
You don't
Nope.
get anything concrete.
Wait, I have a gif for this. I'll put it in the chat.
Definitely not. Nope. All right. Peric?
Peric.
What is this?
That's how I imagined you guys were.
That's actually perfect.
All right.
It's like +9 to deception, guys.
Yeah, Jesus.
You don't use it often, but when you do,
+9, +7.
When you need it, you got it.
Only Lucius
That'll
would lie
lie.
more, yeah. I've got a 9 on deception,
damn, really?
Yo, I'm
a 13 on persuasion,
could have been flipped this campaign.
11 on spell.
We could have ran the cult. Like, what were we doing?
I mean, if we're going with the harebrained scheme of you guys sneaking in, what if maybe we can run it? Maybe.
and I like look around for Sybil, who's not here. And I go,
Not
like,
that I'm
can
condoning
we?
or saying that you should or saying it's a good idea.
Damn it. I was gonna say, yes, we can.
You know,
I mean, that's a lot of knowledge and treasure, which equals.
the thing
Cool.
about the treasure is that I burned down the treasure.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure they've accumulated like something new, you know, between
I will also
Maybe.
be right back, please.
the
hold
burn
on.
down.
Maybe.
So,
It's. I think what I'm concerned about is that we have to talk to somebody, but I've explained the society backwards and forwards at this point. I mean,
yeah.
So
Yeah, are there
What's
like
she-
greetings that you give, like "Hail Satan" or
Right.
when you go, you take a very long bath.
Huh?
And you, I feel embarrassed because every time I try to explain something, you guys just immediately go to cult.
C-U-L-T. It's a cult.
You go and you take a very long bath.
they're hygienic?
Very much so. They're very clean, and they give you your clothes and you know
Wow.
your uniform,
Uh-huh.
and that's it. And then you get to go in, and it's the leaving is the more complicated part because
man,
if you're not working for the main families or especially and if you're not working for the archives, then it's a little bit of a process, but it's similar to how Lorraine was. They don't want to leave. They don't need to leave.
Can we just lie and tell them we're working for your mom?
None of us are high elves.
Scheming. We can pretend to be.
Okay,
I mean, as long
again,
as they don't detect it. I mean,
they will detect it.
that's what I'm most worried about, and I don't want them to do anything to you.
Yeah, we will get tortured over there. Cults are very high on the, punishment for pain, type of deal.
So I mean, like, I have no idea what they'd do to me if they did it. They got me, but I don't know. I just would be worried, but I can tell you how to get in. Can I say it's a good idea? No. So.
Lucius, I think we can do it. We've done it with a scarier place.
Just be prepared for a 4-hour-long bath if you're doing it the right way.
Well, we can
yeah.
sneak.
Doll, that sounds like a treasure. That sounds
Oh.
like the best time.
Actually, yeah.
Sybil
I would
went
love
the
a
wrong
bath
way
right
with
now.
that.
We could just spend hours in the bathhouse.
It actually was probably my favorite part about going back. It was,
man, 2 culties over here, huh? Joining cults, taking baths for cults. Man,
look,
goodness.
I literally, I don't know if there's anything else I can say about this.
A cult. I know.
There,
Well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. We just have to recognize it as it is what it is.
there's literally nothing else I can explain to you about this place other than the architecture. So,
So cool.
it's beautiful. It's I'm not saying it's not like a doom and gloom. It's actually quite beautiful.
Tall ceilings.
Tall buildings. The library itself it's this valley, right? And then the library and the archives is a bridge across it, essentially.
Oh, wow.
And it was big and it was beautiful. And there's a river at the bottom. People would live in the mountains, like in the sides of the valley. It would shine in the moonlight. It was beautiful.
Wait,
And I
so
mean,
you burned down the library. It went into the river.
I don't know. I ran.
Oh, you burned. Oh, right. I mean, I remember that you burned down this place, but it doesn't always really click until you.
It was a big library.
Wow.
I mean,
yeah, they must hate you.
I don't-
Jeez.
At all.
People. I mean, I don't like to think about it, but people were maybe in there. It was very late at night. I don't think there were, and I'm not going to think about it. So, it was a big library. It was huge. It was thousands of years old, and it's gone now, I guess. At least the inside.
Oof.
Are you guys gonna start grilling me about this again?
No.
Cool.
No, I think it's pretty cool. They definitely hate you.
I mean, it depends on if they think I did it, or if they can prove that I did it.
Do they do trials there?
Oh yeah, they do trick. Bolts are huge
Mhm.
on Charles.
Yeah, they're not often, but they're kind of intense.
Did God get a brownie?
Maybe. I might need a little bit of caffeine.
Mm.
And this chocolate's the perfect delivery system.
TLDR, it was beautiful, and in other circumstances, I would probably want to go there, but you know.
Yeah. Thing is, you burn down that library. It's fine. We'll just. I think what'll kind of have to happen is that we just don't talk about it at all because, they're definitely going to ask you that, and
I don't want to go. I mean, I will. When we get closer to Oakendale, we can talk about this more. But right now, we should probably set our sights on how do we not get arrested.
Perix.
Perix.
To Perix.
Paris.
To Perix.
We need to stock up and get out of here.
Yeah, Perix.
Okay. Are you guys going to go through or around?
Probably around.
Isn't Perix south of White Cliff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll just skirt around White Cliff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you guys take a little bit of the extra time to avoid people and go around. You kind of find the main road and you pass by a couple different farms along your way. And you make it to kind of that half an hour, 45-minute mark outside of town, and come up to Perrick's large ranch. It's kind of middle of the morning. Doesn't seem to be anybody around at the moment, though.
That drops on us.
Huh?
So I'm still going to use Mask of Many Faces. Still just going to be Jonah. Is that a good idea, Lucius? What if he's actually a snitch?
It's Perrick, guys.
He's
Come on.
not going to give us our cart back if we're not us.
I'm just saying maybe we ease into cluing him in. Give him an alibi, if need be.
Okay, so yes, I agree, but I also don't think Peric's gonna get it right away. Yeah, he probably will. Maybe I should talk to him.
Yeah, whoever knows him best, but I'm just saying maybe we ease into we'll kind of give him hints that it's us, drop the disguise a little bit, and then put it back up, because, if he isn't a snitch, but if somebody comes asking,
Yeah. Probably.
No, there wasn't anything about, our cart on the wanted poster, right? It's just a generic, nice cart.
Oh, yeah.
People would think we're just regular White Cliff muckety mucks.
Well, our cart has camouflage.
it's not the cart I'm worried about, it's Perrick that I'm worried about. So...
I mean, I trust Perrick 100%, and you know how paranoid I am, so however that weighs.
Alright, well...
That is fair. That is
Whatever.
If you want to wait, outside, we can go. I'll go in.
I'm down. Yeah. I'll do that. Keep an eye. I'm gonna... Dahl did spend the incense to turn Jesse into a crow. And I think while they're inside, Jesse's gonna do slow loops, and every so often they'll go into her eyes and see if there's any, guard presence in the area.
Alright. So what are you guys doing?
Okay.
I'm gonna head up.
I assume it's Barnes and then his house. We had dinner at his house.
Yeah, I mean, the house is the closest thing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
we're
straight for the
good.
ranch.
The house.
For the horses. I'm gonna check out the horses.
Okay. Some horses walk over, interested to see if you have any sugar cubes or anything.
Ah, damn it. I check my bag for any apples or sugar cubes.
You have one apple left over.
Ooh. I split
Favorite
it,
horse.
Okay.
and I give it to the
You feel the large kind of lips wrap up around the apple and pull them out of your hands, and more of the horses are starting to come over. And a cat.
Is there a kitty cat? Is there a barn cat?
Can you see her? She's like right here. She's completely
You
black.
can kind of see her. You see the little white tuft.
I can see your little white chest, yeah.
Okay, so Anal's over by the
Oh, she does.
horses,
Yeah.
splitting an apple.
Yeah, I have
Me
to
and
horse.
Lucius, we have seeming up?
Nope.
Right? No. Should we just...
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay.
Okay.
Eric, hello.
Maybe we should be like, before we say anything, we were never here.
So you hear large footsteps, and the large door opens, and Peric is standing there, and he goes, "Oh, hello there.
Hi, Peric.
Hey, Eric.
It's been quite a while."
It is. Sorry about that. We had a tale if you want to hear it, but
I know, I keep seeing your face all over town. I can't believe it. I don't know why people would think you're bad people.
thank you.
you.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Would you like to come in so nobody gives you any trouble?
Yes, please. And I'll shoot a message to all and all saying, "We're going inside. Peric seems chill."
Yeah, I'm gonna come running in.
Okay, like, Anal, like, sprints up.
Straight up.
We'll be like, all right,
Peric's
I'm
getting
still
the bear
gonna,
hug. Peric's getting the chest. It's getting
I'm
some of this.
still gonna be outside, just taking a watch.
Okay. Now
We'll call
there's
you if
three
you're
of you here as he's like closing the door. It's like, where's the rest of your friends?
So, Fenric and Garen went up to Ilaria to do some work on their own. Doll's outside. They're just keeping watch. But if there's any tea or cakes, we'll make sure we get them.
Oh, I think I could rustle something up. Here, follow me to the kitchen. And he kind of walks over. And you see he puts some like hot water on and starts pulling out some biscuits. Pulls out
Eric,
some
you are
little
just
jar
the
of
most
honey, pulls it
gracious.
open, pulls out like a little serving spoon that is too small for his hands, and he's like trying to pick it up off of the counter and like places. It's like, I know my spoons are a little big for other people, so I have these little ones, but they're very small. And he kind of puts them, and it looks like a regular size spoon to you guys.
You guys are worried about this guy? Come on.
Ever.
It's so good to see a familiar face.
It's
It is
good
actually
to
good to
see
see
you all too. I hope you've come back for your horses. I do think they've missed you.
We've missed them.
We have.
Of course we
We're
have.
so sorry to have saddled you with them all. We will absolutely pay you everything and everything. Oh, I miss our horses.
Well, I'd appreciate that. It does take quite a bit of upkeep to take care of a farm and ranch this size, but no worries at the moment about that. Tell me, what has happened?
Lucius, do you want to
Well,
sing a song?
He starts
Of our
to eat
travel?
a biscuit.
yeah. Can I tell him our tale in Ong form?
Sure.
Ballad.
Doll, do you wanna sing some chorus? Do
Doll
some
ain't there.
Doll's
Doll's not
outside.
here.
Okay.
Oh man, I used up all my good rolls in the beginning.
Oh man, I keep realizing it's 13 plus. I was like,
Wow, 19. What a terrible.
So it's not the
roll.
best performance of your life, but
Dude.
you get a pretty good message across to Peric, and Peric's just
Yeah, I
nodding
just want to
and
tell him about being in the bad place, stopping the takeover of Terrendell, and then being framed by Queen.
I do like Mr. Music's music. I can say that for sure. Well,
Why, thank you.
that's quite a pickle you find yourself in with the royal family trying to come after you. I'm afraid I don't particularly have much interest in politics unless there's horse legislation coming through, and then I have something to say.
damn straight.
We appreciate your neutrality on the subject. You You never saw us. We were never here.
But you're sitting right in front of me.
If someone from the royal family were to maybe ask.
Oh, but of course, I wouldn't tell a soul you're here except maybe the horses, but I don't think they're gonna be talking to anybody.
Oh, thank you, Peric.
And the horses will, I'm sure, love the story too. It's always fun when Lucius sings it.
They do seem to like to listen to me talk. I'm not sure what in fact it is, but they seem to like it.
You have such just a calming voice. What's not to love about it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's very kind of you to say, Lucius. I do appreciate that. You have a lovely voice yourself. I don't think I could do all the fancy fingerings that you do, but I appreciate your skills all the same.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna message Doll just one more time. Be like, Doll, get in here.
Okay. I'm gonna still have Jesse do slow loops. I will politely knock, enters Jonah, shut the door, and then drop the disguise.
Oh, Doll!
Hi,
I thought
Peric.
you were lurking around somewhere. I know you want some of my biscuits. They're well renowned.
I would not oppose to that, Peric. Thank you.
Excellent. Pull up a chair, and you pull up a
You
chair.
got jelly?
Jelly, yes. Do you have a preference? I have blueberry and poisonberry, and I have an almond spread if you're interested.
I am... Honestly, if any of those
She
things have
loves
touched
almonds.
He's gonna go with the boysenberry.
If any of those things have touched almonds, I actually can't really eat it.
Oh,
So I'll go
no
with the
worries.
blueberry.
They're all sealed in jars. I don't think
Excellent.
there's much chance of any cross-contamination.
I
I
appreciate
tend
that,
to
Peric.
keep my condiments very separated, so he pulls out the other two and puts them on the table and tries to pick up another small spoon. Takes him about a minute and sets it down and says, it's good to see some familiar faces, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so how have things been here, Peric?
Yeah, what's up with Whitecliff?
Relatively well. I led a stampede through. I don't know if you saw when we were defending the town. I was waiting outside with a rather large group of my horses, and we trampled a few of those bad
Not
fellows.
bad.
Yeah,
Excellent.
cold-blooded.
Yes, I did destroy one of my frying pans. I think he pulls it up, and like there's a huge dent in this frying pan. He's like,
Our boy can fight.
I didn't realize quite how hard I could swing, and well, let's just say the frying pan ended up better than that gentleman's head. He put it
Believe-
down.
Oh, Peric.
Peric
It's
MVP.
not my preference
Truly.
to.
Hey, Peric, if you are looking for an adventuring life, we've got a space open.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
and I can be a
life's quite
horse.
adventurous right here, but I appreciate the offer.
I suppose they've already talked to you about what we are needing. I don't know if they talk about payment, but for anything you need, Peric.
Well, I think it comes up to, and he kind of looks through his ledger, says, a cool 224 gold for the stay of the horses, and I tacked on 1 extra gold for hiding your cart, because I figured you wouldn't want anybody to see that.
That is very
That is-
appreciated.
Yeah. I'll reach into the bag of holding and pull out 320.
Oh, very kind of you.
Tip.
Is this a
This is a
bribe?
Well, we don't like to use the word bribe. We rather call gift for discretion.
I will
Incentive
consider
gifts.
it a gift for my lovely biscuits. I will take that as a compliments to the chef.
Yes, exactly, Peric.
It's
Is
so
something wrong, Sybil? You seem to be a bit giggly today.
It's so nice to see you.
Oh, that's very sweet of you. It is wonderful to see you, even though you are quite small.
I want to introduce you to a friend, Astrida.
Okay, you guys would get along.
Right?
She's a big old giant lady.
Yeah.
I
Like,
do
actually.
like big ladies.
Guy
Peric,
giant.
you and me the same.
Now, Peric. Easy, Peric.
Oh, now and all, you know what I meant. I appreciate a woman
Peric.
of strength and caliber.
Alright.
Oh, Peric, I've missed you so much.
My Sybil's fanfic mind is just like off.
Fan fiction coming next month.
Where are the ship wars in our campaign?
I think the ship wars might have crashed and burned when Lucius and Evelyn.
You gotta give us those crumbs.
Now, how long will you be in town?
Probably not that long.
Probably just for today.
Understandable. People are out and about looking for you, I suppose, so best not dally in places where people got lots of eyes.
Oh.
Very true.
That's the idea.
We don't really know what to do.
How
just trying to-
noticeable do
Well,
you
is
think our
there
cart
a-
is?
Well,
You mentioned hiding it.
it's a unique cart. It's not the most unrecognizable individual. I've seen a couple. It hasn't been seen here in some time, so I suppose that gives it some credit. However, if there are things you need in town, I'm sure I can get my helper to run in and grab it for you if that would make things easier.
I mean, it's a couple of things. Well, Peric, if you've got a sewing kit, that would be incredible.
Oh,
Or,
I do, in fact. I'm not particularly good with the small, detailed work I may leave to you, but I do, in fact, have a sewing kit.
That would be wonderful. And if you've got, I've got this idea for my book that I don't know if you have a saddlebag that I can maybe tinker with, that I can pay you for, but
Saddlebag.
I'm
I'm sure I have something around here that could fit
maybe
your
like a
needs.
holster. I want to see if I can get my book on my side in case that happens again and all my stuff falls on the ground. I'd rather
I
have
see
the
you
journal close to
prefer
me.
to keep things close. I understand that very much. I do like to keep my vest on at all times.
Yeah, no, I'm dressed a little bougie right now, but I completely feel you.
Yes, you are quite finely dressed, I must say,
Thank
but
you.
I do appreciate comfortable and utilitarian clothing.
As do I. I believe me, it is stuffy. So
Indeed, it's hard to find stuff that fits somebody of my stature.
I can imagine.
Indeed.
But if we're looking for, if your helper would like to run some errands, I need components. Not sure how familiar you are with magic, but a couple of components for my familiar pet.
Well, I'm not particularly savvy in such things, but if you took a write down on a list, and he pulls
Absolutely,
out
yeah.
a very large piece of paper and a very large feathery quill, looks like a large, probably a giant eagle feather, and places it on a large pot of ink and says, if you just write down what you need, I'm sure he can get all of that for you right quick.
Wonderful. I might actually use my own pen. I'm a little superstitious
you
about
don't
those
like
things, but
my big feather?
well, hun, my hands are quite small, so
This is true.
yeah.
You do have tiny hands. Makes
yeah,
you
I'm a
notice
magic
those
user. It's
small
got to be
details.
dexterity. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Can you introduce Peric and Jesse?
I'll blink into Jesse Vision. Is there any guard presence at all, like around? Nothing.
Nothing you can see.
Okay, I'll tell her to fly in,
Oh, excellent.
or at least peck on the door
Okay.
or the window.
We'll say like there's a window open, like kind of in the large, because there's like it's like kind of a big foyer. So he's got one of the upper windows open, and
Alright, sure.
Jesse flies in and kind of settles down on the countertop and says, "Oh, that's unusual. Birds don't usually come in here."
Well, here's the thing. She's not technically a bird. I'll have her hop up on.
She's the devil.
Doll will have her hop on their arm.
She's a
Do a
devil
little cute
bird?
little. She's not.
No.
No.
Yeah,
Very nice. She's very nice.
she's the devil incarnate.
No, she is not. She's actually a raccoon. She's not actually a crow, but she's quite friendly and very well trained. And
She looks like a bird.
well, have your helper get me some incense, and you can see what she actually looks like. But for now, and she'll fly up and land on his shoulder and kind of do a bird nuzzle.
Oh, that's actually quite nice.
She's very
Be
friendly.
careful, Peric. Remember, the devil.
Seems like quite a nice devil bird to me.
She
Well,
has
if you just
excellent
finish
manners.
that list, I think
Yes.
you could probably get that all by the end of the day. And if you'd like, you can stay the evening and head out tomorrow morning.
That'd be wonderful. And
That will-
are we trying to get another mirror? Because I would definitely love another mirror, but I am running. I'm not super liquid right now, so
Yeah, I mean,
the
got
thing
party
is,
funds,
I know I just
got
hate to use
1,000
those.
gold.
That's the problem. It costs 1,000 gold. I can put in.
Super liquid.
I think I can try to cover. I can cover half of it, but then I'm going to be bleeding myself a little bit dry. But I can probably cover 500 if I can maybe get a loan on the other 500.
30 gold?
Yeah, because I also got to do another 100 for the incense. So that's 600 on my part, and then 500 from the party fund, if that's okay with everyone. Yeah, you guys will get unlimited scrying. How's that?
How?
Until it breaks again.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that. Bring me down to.
How
We gotta do
is
something.
our party fund?
1,150 gold? Oh, 650 now?
Yeah, we need to maybe do some contract
For
work.
the
Ranch or
scattering
sometime
of
soon.
other useful items you need, including food on your journey, it's probably going to be another 100 gold or so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just
tell me how much to deduct from party and I'll do it.
Whatever doll
well-
needs, probably plus 100, unless you're buying anything else expensive.
Well, I already put in. Doll put in 500 for the mirror, and then another 100 for
We want clothes?
incense. Doll has clothes.
Makeup?
I have my I have my disguise kit. What do we need?
Okay. Can you possibly look for can Peric look or can you write down wild sage root, milkweed seeds, and dried ephedra?
Am I writing this down? Or
Whoever,
Chris?
yeah, for Peric's assistant. You don't have to write it down.
Oh, wait a minute. What I have written here is a lot more than what I have written here.
Oh no.
Maybe find the average?
A discrepancy in the funds?
If only you had gone to 4-H and learned how to be a note taker.
Oh God.
Bookkeeping.
If only you were also part of a cult.
Yeah, exactly. If only.
Here, I'll add in. I have this wonderful bag that'll give you just a little bit of good luck for your little helper. Don't open it though. It's gonna lose its powers.
If you say so.
Yeah, just brings good fortune.
I will add 50 gold to the pot just for herbs if he comes across any.
Alright. So, you put down like a separate bag with all the gold required, which is quite hefty. And Peric takes the note, rolls up, and goes ahead and grabs the gold. walks over to a side door and opens it up, and he rings a bell, and a minute or two goes by, and you hear a boy kind of say, "Oh, yes, sir." And he goes, "Well, Alec, I have a long laundry list of things for you to do today. However, I will give you the evening and tomorrow morning off. How about that?" And he goes, "Oh, very well, Peric. Excellent. If you could get the following items here. Here's the golden funds, and here's a small bag that I'm having trouble holding. Don't open it and bring it back."
Gives good fortune. Just keep that in mind.
It does something. Just hold on to it and bring that back.
And on there, the mirror. I'm sorry, I'm not sure what your name is, but the mirror. Smaller the better. More durable the better. Maybe something instead of this size, maybe something this sized. But again, if you can find it.
I'll see what I can find.
Maybe like one of those like little compacts.
Okay, but 1,000 gold worth of a compact?
Yes, darling. I'm not sure how familiar you are with magic, but apparently it's very costly when you're doing it the right way.
I see. Okay. And why don't you grab a few of your friends and have them purchase some of the items for you as well, so you just spread out your purchases. And he goes, "Sir, that's a good lad. Just listen and you'll be all right." So, okay. It's like, that's a good lad. Now, go on, take 2 of the horses. One of them can be your packing horse. The other one can be your riding horse.
And if anybody asks you who you're buying this for, you just say Old Jonah. Okay?
Old Jonah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks, sir. I'll be back as soon as I can. And he goes and saddles up 2 horses and goes off. Peric goes ahead and finds you some his sewing kit and kind of a leather working saddle pouch with some like leather working tools. All a little bit large for you, but you can manage.
Nice.
Meanwhile, he kind of cooks up a big dinner feast. Lucius entertains everybody with music. Alec comes back a few hours later with all the requested items and a little bit of leftover gold. He's got about 22 gold left over.
Hey.
And he says, "Well, I'll be off the rest of the evening. I hope you all have a great dinner." And he heads out, and you all talk and you drink and you have a merry night. And Peric takes you up to individual rooms in this very large house and says, "I'm those double doors there on the end, and let's go ahead and get you all tucked in. Does anybody need a nightcap or anything of the sort?"
I would appreciate that kindly.
Of course. Anybody
I'll take
else?
one too.
Oh, absolutely.
Only if you drink it with
Eric,
us.
do you have a bath?
Oh, but of course I have
I
a
would-
very large bath,
I
in
would-
fact.
If I could borrow that, that would be so appreciated.
Oh, absolutely. I actually have 2 baths on each side of the hall there. And he points to 2 separate doors. If you'd all like to take one at your leisure, that'd be
Excellent.
absolutely
See ya.
Yeah, Mark.
So you go in, and it is like a large, like, clawfoot tub.
That's even better.
And there's like steps up to it, and like there's all these different kind of like products and soaps and
That's
stuff.
perfect, because unless there's more, Doll wants to try something, an
Okay.
experiment. But
I'll
they'll
take a bath too.
run a bath, just a normal bath, get in, and then submerge their wrists in the water as far down as they'll go,
Okay.
and wants to see what happens to that fire.
Okay. It's still burning.
Is it boiling the water at all?
Not really.
You're kind of an asshole, you know that, right?
Wow.
Just look at them.
And behind you, you hear, "That's not a very nice thing to say."
Shit! Turn around, is anyone there?
And there is somebody there.
You... Okay. All right.
The bubbles are like slowly starting to disappear, and he's like, "It's a
Uh,
rather large bathroom.
It's not mine.
I can tell it's not really your aesthetic."
It's nice to meet you too. Can I, like, not be naked for this conversation?
No, I'd prefer you to stay right where you are. And he pulls out a pipe and starts packing it.
What does he look like?
He is a gentleman in like this fine red suit. His hair is black and kind of swept to the side. He has these
Short,
very
long?
cold, kind of medium length. He has kind of these cold gray eyes. And, but rather than like a traditional eye having a pupil, like there's no pupil, it's just gray. And he just kind of looks around and says, "You know, you're a complainer, aren't you?
I have grievances.
I give you power, I don't bother you much, and yet all you do is complain."
I left my old boss because I was hoping for better communication with my new one. Simple as that.
I'm a busy man.
But apparently, you pawned me off of a great old one, so I must be of some kind of value, huh?
It remains to be seen.
How much was I worth to you, huh?
Oh, there weren't a lot of bidders.
Can I roll an insight check on that one?
You can certainly try.
Because I remember that thing being bumping. Insight. Where's my insight?
Bruised ego.
It's hard to tell. You have a feeling this individual lies probably more than you do.
Well, okay. Just Adult's like very awkwardly trying to look poised and in control in the bathtub.
He walks over to kind of where your clothes are, and he picks up the hat and puts it on.
Please don't. That's not yours.
And he's like smoking his pipe, and he like flares it up a little bit and says, "Be careful. I can have a fiery temper."
Okay.
In fact, this is mine, and so are you. It's part of the deal, remember?
That's what I'm actually a little bit confused on. So far, we haven't made no deal. I had my old deal, but that contract's long gone.
In a way. But debt isn't so easily cleared.
The way I saw it, I cleared my debt.
Remains the same. It just is owned by a new debtor. Myself.
Care to inform me exactly what that debt is, just for my own note-taking purposes?
You burned things, and now you'll burn things for me.
Like what?
All in good time, doll. He kind of leans up on, like, kind of the countersink area and says, "But be assured that if I tell you to burn something and you hesitate, it will be much worse for you when you die."
Noted. And who might you be, by the way?
Listen, I know you're curious about a lot, but just as I'm sure you know, names are important. You haven't earned mine yet.
Oh.
Now, be a good dettee, and why don't you rinse off a little bit more?
Can do, boss man. I hope I talk to you more in the future. I believe in honest and open conversation these days.
I'm sure you'd like that very much.
I am assuming there is no real clear way to get in contact with you again.
The key here, doll, is that I'll talk to you when I want to. Now, finish taking your bath.
Yes, sir. I'll turn around and I'll face him.
So, you get the indication that he wants you to, like, submerge all the way.
So I'll get down to here
Mm-hmm.
and wait.
And he just kind of looks at you and says, I'm running out of patience. And you feel the 2 wristbands increase in weight, and you get stuck under the water, and you get like leveled down, and you can't see anything outside of the tub area because it's all blurry, and it's taking a while for the weights to release, and you start to have to try and gasp for air a little bit, and you take in a little bit water, and as you're starting to choke and feel yourself beginning to drown, you feel the weight release and you pop out, kind of choking and coughing, and you just see your hat kind of on the ground, upside down, almost as if it just kind of fell from midair. And that's where we'll end for this evening.
Ooh. Be real with you guys, I didn't think that was gonna work.
Ooh, your boss does not like you.
I mean, they were shackles. So,
True.
were they ever
Calls
a
it
good
like
thing?
he sees it.
Ooh.
Okay.
You were asking for that, though. You were definitely asking for that.
It's, Doll's got a sort of antagonistic personality.
To the people they're indebted to, yeah,
Well,
for
it seems
sure.
like you have a new antagonist.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't write any of that down.
Good thing it's recorded.
Yeah.
I was thinking that the entire time we were having our conversation with Lorraine. I was just like, I am grasping at straws. Oh no.
Oh,
But
dear.
even if people didn't remember everything correctly, it was still really fun.
Excellent. I'm glad everybody enjoyed themselves.
It was cute.
Maybe not Doll, but...
No, I did. Doll, maybe not, but Alina
Plus,
sure
now you
was.
get to start the adventure next time with more Peric. And what's,
Oh, yeah.
Eric's the best.
I'm gonna make a Peric stand tour.
Yeah, low-key. Peric is the best character we have.
That's
I was gonna
interesting.
say.
Not even low key, like high key.
Yeah, high-key. It's pretty easy.
Mm.
Eric or Dua. Those are my two.
Yeah.
They're so.
Count Paclue is really good too. Like,
Yeah.
You have a lot of people that are nice.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
Okay,
Peric
so I
is
kept
the
getting
worst
Count
guy.
Paclue and Duke Woodsall confused, and I figured out why. When we met Paclue, I was out of the country, so I don't remember this man at all.
Ah.
yeah. That honestly, that happens when characters get introduced and you're like, just like, we're not here for whatever reason. It's hard to get caught back up.
Yeah, I wasn't here for Gerald. What are we supposed to leave in mailboxes for him?
Oh, books of
Tea?
literature, tea.
I was about to say bugs for some reason, but
Bugs.
Bugs.
I think he can get his own bugs, right?
as long as they're not
He's in-
intelligent bugs.
Yeah, he was
Because
like
tea is vegan.
tea and books. What the fuck was that?
You don't even. She almost brought down my whole PC.
I saw like the whole thing shake. I was like, "Are you in California? Is there an earthquake? What's happening?"
Oh my god, she almost
Oh my
destroyed my PC. That was close. We're fine. It's whatever.
This is averted.
Yeah.
No need for
Oh,
prevention.
Yes.
I forgot about this when but I have so many fucking makeup brushes. And I was gonna do a purge sometime
Okay.
soon. Would you like my leftovers?
Sure.
Cool.
I'll take them.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Good for
make
dry
her-
brushing.
Yeah, they're great for old, for painting.
All right,
I
I
ladies and
don't
gents,
believe Doll's
gotta-
Boss, and there was not a lot of
Yeah.
bidders.
You gotta bounce
gotta
like no
go.
Rocket League.
Ew. Not tonight.
Oh well.
All right, folks.
Yeah.
Adios.
See everybody.
Drop that VOD. I didn't take any notes in that whole conversation.
All right, everybody.
See you, folks.
Talk to you next
See you next
week.
week.
Thanks.